Why? Is it working now? There we go. I've saved changes. I've done it. There we go. I don't know what's happened today, but I don't like it. We're live now, people. Hi. Hello. Welcome to this. Don't worry, we'll catch up. Don't worry. We've fixed it now. They're behind. They're just talking amongst themselves, but we're good. Yeah. I know. So hello, welcome everybody. It's Dirty Boxes Reboot, Reborn, Reboot, whatever it is today. I don't care. It's one of those weeks, you know what I mean? And I'm sorry for last week, by the way, but we'll get into that later at some point when we've got nothing better to talk about.
You needn't apologize to these. They've had the audacity to have another subscriber on YouTube.
Oh no, have they? Hold on.
How many times do I have to warn you people that we can
Hold on. How about now? I tell you what, I don't know what's happening with this mixer. Try again, Tory.
I don't know how many times I can be angry about this, Lee, but people need to stop subscribing on YouTube.
Okay. It's a bad problem. Right, okay, so my mic is working. So let's talk about it. Right. Can you say something, please? I'm now going to mute my mic. Here we go. So that's not working. Right, so... I can hear you. But they can't hear you. And I have done nothing as per usual. And I don't know why. I don't like it. Hold on. What setting can we have here? We got voice chat. Yes. Oh dear. Well, they can hear. Dear, you know what? I've had enough of this already.
Sort of video thing we could put on the YouTube. Would-be listeners know that we're trying.
Well,
Is that what that little scratchy thing is?
They're here. The
Resner pubic hair behind the logo there.
That's it. That's the scratchy thing to say that we're live. Okay. Hold on. Right. So, voice chat. Yeah. Channel 2. So it should be channel 2, which you always are, and that's that one there. And it's not. You know what? I'm gonna refresh. I'm gonna refresh the. I'm gonna do it all. I'm also going to not allow anything in the thing. Right, there we go. I'm gonna That's a cliffhanger. Yeah, I've silenced them. Yeah, shut him up. Right, okay. So we're refreshing the page. I don't know what he's talking about, but all right. So, hello. It's been a right kerfuffle in the last fortnight, and I don't like it. So we don't want. We want that one. We want that one. Allow. Right. So, in theory, they should be on the chat.
Before we started, if we could leave this call like that, I might have done it myself.
Don't you start with me about stuff like that.
Oh, hey, Lee.
Hi. How you doing? Hi, how you doing? You're so butch sometimes, you know that. Right, so... Hang on.
What do you even mean? All right?
Yeah, hiya. Are you all right?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. So what's the problem?
Who are you translating for?
I don't know. But I don't know why this is not right. So the music is that one there. System's that one there. They're all set up correctly. I don't understand what's going on. We're live, but they can't. I'm confused. I'm confused is where I'm going with this. I have no idea what's going on. And
what else can be reset?
I don't know. Hold on. Is that now working? Hold on. Say 1 2 1 2 1 2. Testes. You see, You can, but you're not as loud as you normally are, and it's not probably from my It's probably from me headphones. You're plenty something, all right. Now let me have a look at this. Why? Just why? I was having such a rubbish week, and now even this has gone a bit tits up, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Do you like it? I don't like it.
No, I don't like it.
You don't like it either. That's good. There's more than.
Show me on the doll where the show touched.
So, I don't get it. Where exactly? This is what I don't understand. Is that all the settings are correct? So I don't know how or why.
My job here is done then.
Yeah.
I would have had you check the settings.
I went to the settings. Right, so settings. But for some reason, so audio.
Yes.
We're mixing on the broadcast stream mix. Yes. That's fine. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me see what. Hold on. I've just had a. Is that correct? Is that correct? I don't know. Is that correct? Let me try that. Let me change. Ah. Guess what I found?
1
2 Right, there we go. Hi, Bean.
1 2 testes. Test these testes.
Flipping out. I'm sweating like a bitch over here. You know when you're sitting here and you're like, well, I don't see what the problem is. I can't see. There is nothing wrong with the software. There's nothing wrong with anything.
That's the thing with audio. Very difficult to see sometimes.
Yeah. Don't you hate when that happens? Anyway, hello, Bean on my left. Hello, Bean.
Lee.
How are you, my dear?
I'm very well, thank you, Lee.
Ah, that's nice. Keeping out of mischief?
Oh, no, definitely not.
Oh, dear.
He looks like he's being attacked by a wad of pubic hair.
Oh, no.
I'm being attacked by the Lord of the Dead, Grave Lord Nito.
Oh, yeah, there's bones in them hairs.
Yeah, that's right.
I have not the foggiest idea what you want to.
He's a nasty dude. He's a nasty dude. That's all you need to know.
Oh, he's nasty.
Yeah. I don't recommend this, Lee.
Oh, is he a nasty white dude by any chance?
No, he's a skeleton.
Oh wow, well, that's the most whitest thing you can.
But
surely
he's dead. He's dead now.
Well, that's good to know.
He's deadly.
Oh no. I hate when that happens. We've just learned about him and he just buggers off. It's just rude sometimes, isn't it? You know. Dear, oh dear.
He's not the hardest boss,
isn't he?
No.
Oh dear. Well,
they make something for that.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to tweet out at Dirty Boxes just in case anyone gives a flying monkeys.
Getting on the tweeters.
I'm getting on the tweets. Here we go. Hang on. All right.
So are our technical issues resolved?
Oh, they've been resolved for mere minutes. It's fine.
Oh, good. Okay, I just wanted to double check this because I wasn't sure.
There we go. We've now tweeted as well. There we go. What more do you want?
Wow.
Well, I mean, a sandwich would be nice.
Well, you focus on muffins.
You asked.
True, but I didn't realise we were being so literal, dear. I'm so last week, had a bad week. And I think
you mentioned so in your text to me.
Yeah, I know.
What happened?
Well, sometimes it just
Come
gets.
on, you can tell us.
Well, if you wouldn't mind, stop stroking my face on the side there. I'll
tell us.
No, please, please wash your hands. I don't know if they're sticky. Why are they sticky?
I mean,
Well, at least it stopped.
Could be a few reasons, actually.
Yeah. The flies buzzing around gives me a couple ideas.
Well, let the lab results let us say that.
Fair enough. So basically, I was just having a crap week, and it's just and it was
So good, mate.
where it and it really frustrates me because you have like you're kind of going along doing your own thing, and all of a sudden, from no good reason, really, sometimes mainly, the rug gets pulled from under you, and then there is either no energy or, to the point where, when you get an old biddy who's gone for a walk and then all of a sudden they haven't got enough energy to go home. And all the time I kept thinking to myself, well, surely you should know, if you're getting a bit tired, you've got to walk the same way back, don't you? It's like to get home. Yeah, it's the same effort to get back. Now, with this whole malarkey going on, I totally understand it. Just generally, my health and all that kind of rubbish. I suddenly realise it's just like all of a sudden, and it is without any warning, and you absolutely feel fine seconds before, and then suddenly it is literally a switch, and you're suddenly like, oh, you know what I mean? It's like, and you're either completely gone, shattered wise, and it's straight to bed practically. But
if you're not in a position to go straight to bed,
exactly,
that could be a problem.
That is more than it's a right kerfuffle.
Yeah, that could be many different positions,
and not in a good way, unfortunately. So it was just like, nah. It just built up from nowhere, and then on Saturday morning, for me, it was just like, I'm not even going to get up. I'm just going to stay here and watch crap.
It's disappointing when you can't find sense your own midpoint there, where if I walk halfway out this way, when I walk halfway back, I will be ready for bed.
Exactly.
And without being able to judge where that midpoint's going to be, it kind of makes plans always on the improv.
And the worst part... Sorry, go on, Wim.
You're saying you have some sympathy for elderly people now?
No. No. Hold on. Hold on.
He's saying he's old, Ben.
No, I'm not saying that either.
I'm not saying you're saying you're old, Ben. I'm saying he's old, comma.
Oh, there's a comma there. Okay.
Ben.
I was worried for it. I was confused. So I just, for me, I still think they should retire a week after their 80th birthday, shall we say, in a nice possible body floppy. Retire. Go to a special place.
Logan's Run.
But I do appreciate now where you have no warning whatsoever, and you can be doing the same walk. For example, there's like a local park, like Flood Park and stuff, that I'll walk around occasionally, or there's like a local woodland walk and stuff, and I do it all, frequently, and it's absolutely fine.
Ministry of interesting walks.
Exactly, and then all of a sudden, you do the same walk that you've done before, and then halfway through that walk, it's just from nowhere. It's like a switch. It's like you have no warning about it whatsoever, and it's just like,
start strutting, right?
If only.
Oh,
if only I could. But
well, I mean, the rhythm's got to get you first.
Well, rhythm stick, you say?
Have you considered? Here's an idea, Lee. You have a earphone type, earplug type, shove it in your luggle type thing that you keep with you.
Ben, can you translate for me, please?
Headphones?
Yeah. Sometimes, yes.
You got those?
I do. Sometimes, yes.
I was just thinking, if you need instant inspirado, sometimes, either having some good music or a great podcast to listen to can change your energy levels just by getting you in a different spot mentally.
True. I appreciate that, but sometimes it's not even that helps. It is bizarre. There is like, I just, and it feels like, and I've said this before, and potential air indoors that I was possibly talking about, well, that one's gone. And mainly because I feel like I was very upfront, and it was
about What?
About you guys for starters. It's like, right, I know some
okay.
right
What?
douchebags that I talk to on a Saturday.
They keep interrupting me for no reason.
And the worst part is, they even have a whole show before the show without you because you're running a little bit late. and completely, and when it's you, when you turn up early, they keep constantly tell yourself there's like, oh, save it for the show, save it for the show, and yet they've had a whole flipping pre-show that I wasn't partial to.
Yeah, we discussed the recipe for biscuits and gravy.
Oh,
Yeah.
very nice. Very nice of you. Very, very, very lovely. It blatantly
Well,
wasn't.
If
when
you'd
I
like
tuned in.
if you'd like a recap later, I mean, I might be able to, scrape one together like the bottom of a pan.
And I tell you what's worse is that I can't even remember the subject they mentioned. It's like, oh, well, we were talking about this, but if you were going to mention it in the show, we won't be as good because we've already had the conversation. And I can remember that, but I can't even remember the conversation that they said that we won't have that conversation because we've already had that conversation. I'm just like,
Oh, look, we have another subscriber on YouTube.
oh no, do we?
How dare you people?
That's
How
it.
many times do I have to get on this microphone
Oh,
and
no.
tell you that we cannot have too many subscribers on the YouTube channel?
I think he's gone through a
You're
tunnel.
right.
I'm not sure.
Tory, come back to us, Tory.
or he's constipated. One of the two. I don't know.
What, who said that?
I don't know. But still,
Me.
it's like,
Ben.
oh, come back to the light.
Yeah.
It's fabulous and glittery. It's like, oh, it's fabulous, darling, fabulous. So yeah, it's a bit odd, bit weird, and also it's a bit of a slow. Well,
Don't you say?
it was well. There is one thing we can talk about, and we're going to talk about really briefly, and then there will be no more subjects. All right.
No.
All right.
No.
There's a bloke called Matt Hancock. Now all the Brits are suddenly just gone, oh no, and it's like, yes, we're going there. So.
Wait, who's Matt Hancock?
He's a douche knuckle. He's a member of parliament. That's the word.
Oh no, I understood.
Yes.
Knuckle,
Yeah.
member, Hancock.
Yes. So he's also my local MP
Sense. Oh really?
and also health secretary. Been in charge of the whole kind of lockdown malarkey going on over here.
Oh no.
Yes,
The worst.
the worst
Aye,
kind.
nay.
So he may have been caught on CCTV having a snoggeroo in his parliamentary offices with an affair lady and not his wife. So,
Oh.
during social
In
lockdown,
his defense, the lady tested negative for COVID.
well, we assume so.
He tested her himself.
There was no
with his tongue.
there was no PPE being used
Yeah,
at
get
any
in there
point.
and scrape them tonsils.
So his wife's a little bit miffed, which is, her husband's a bit miffed. I don't know about their kids, both of them, I don't know. But who cares? Because quite frankly, that's none of our business. What is our business is the fact that he is the one saying we have to still stay away like 1 meter, 2 meter distances and, stop licking windows and all that kind of stuff. Sorry, Ben. And
Windows anyway.
you love
Someone else.
a Windows. And
No, that's not me.
keep it shining. And special.
So this person whose position gains a sense an
Entitlement?
enhanced
Mm.
bit of importance from heightening the situation, better enabling his chances of seeing his mistress allegedly.
Mm.
That's shocking to me that someone would abuse their power like that.
I know. And what's worse is that
There's literally no examples in the annals of time,
and he won't.
of a human in power abusing that power.
Well, that's the thing. It's hypocritical, is everyone saying, but no one gives a flying. This is how morality has gone downhill. No, previously, they would have had to be, they'd quit over if they'd been caught having an affair or something in Parliament because it'd be, the morale and stuff like that, and morals and stuff.
Hmm.
Now, no one gives a flying monkeys. What people are miffed off at is that people have been told and have been fined for hugging their mother when their father has died at their funeral.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Mm.
People have been, all this kind of stuff. people have been,
Who gets that
grandparents
money?
having the figment of our imagination. Grandparents have just started hugging their grandkids that were born during lockdown and hadn't met them for a year. Stuff like that, So all of a sudden, Matt Hancock comes out. Well, he didn't come out. The local newspaper published on the front page screenshots from the CCTV and have actually published the CCTV footage today of the whole incident, shall we say. And it's rather... Sorry, hairball.
Not a fan.
Not a fan, no.
Yeah.
And
I can understand.
and bearing in mind, he's the one in charge of our whole response to the whole kind of beer flu thing, and he's supposedly working night and day, and yet he still found time to have an affair.
Well, it's easier to have an affair when people aren't out and about.
True, and he's known
and you have special privileges because of your position.
Yeah, and they've known this. They've known each other since a radio station in Oxford University, where they went together. She was part of news. He was doing sport, and it's been going on since then. So there you go. So that's what's going on over here.
So who did the weather?
Once again, the Aussie asks the important questions.
Well, yeah, he's on news. Who's on sport? Who did the weather? Yeah.
Well,
Dowdy with a chance of hurries.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I didn't look into that detail really, to be honest with you.
There like there's got to be like a love triangle here, right?
Oh yeah, well, there's a love. It's technically a love square because they've both married. So.
Oh.
He asked the right questions.
They just need
doesn't know.
They
shapes.
just need that the husband and wife that's been cheated on. They need to get together then.
The spouses should get together and discuss how warm it's been lately.
Well, let's be frank. I really don't. That's not, in my humble opinion, that's just a private thing, and I don't really want to go into it. But yes, I think that we should encourage that. But personally, I think when it like that side of things. That's why I'm like, nah, that's got nothing to do with us. What is important is the same guy coming up with the laws and fines and all that implementation is not even wearing PPE.
Again, where does that money go?
Exactly. Well,
where does that money go?
Well, they've given out the fines, but supposedly a lot of them are being thrown out of court, so they're not getting the money either. Judges
Where
are going.
Does any money go?
Where does the money come from? That's what we should be asking. You're asking the wrong questions again.
Yeah, well, that's my specialty.
Well,
thanks, Ben.
Thanks, Ben. But also, what's more important than that is that has anybody else noticed that most countries of the Western world are all talking about doing a digital currency all at the same time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll put that out there. The Bank of England is talking about a digital pound coin, which would be equivalent to the same pound. So why?
What could possibly go wrong?
And they go, well, it makes digital transactions even easier. And I'm like, but digital transactions aren't exactly
Has
difficult.
Anybody ever had a problem with a digital device? I mean, come on.
No.
Has the network ever went down?
No.
Come on.
No. But is the Bank of America? No, hold on. That's Federal Reserve, the bank. That one, Federal Bank.
He said bank.
Bank of America. Oopsie. Yeah, them lot, right? Have they been speaking about over there? Have they been speaking about a digital dollar by any chance? Recently? Have you picked up?
I have heard that they are. Yeah.
Yeah. How about the Aussie down there place, Kiwis? Have they?
I don't believe they have been.
You have no? Oh, you're not in the club. Oh dear. But I know Canada has. I keep hearing about Canada and their ways. So I still
a dodgy lot.
Yeah, tell me about it.
They don't have any representation on this show, so
no,
it's fine.
Screw them. Who cares?
Yeah.
I'm not. Half of them are French. That's even worse.
Oh well, yeah, that
exactly.
makes sense now.
We still own them, but
which half?
Middle bit.
Hopefully the bottom half.
What, closer to you? Well, each to their own.
Tory?
Someone does, I suppose. someone has to, really. You know, we're not going
That's
anywhere.
true.
No matter how many times we close our eyes and pretend, and fingers in our ears. La 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 la. Crap, they're still there. La 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 la. Why isn't this working? Go away, Frenchies. La 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 la. We'll start the show in a minute. Anyway, so Ben, what you been up to?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Little old me.
Little old you with chubby face.
Yeah. Well, as I was telling Tory at the start of the
Hey, Ben.
at the start of the show.
Oh,
yeah.
you mean the show the show before the show that I had nothing to do with because I was in the middle of like going to the toilet and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. That one. Yeah.
When
I've
you
been
were
doing a
busy
lot- doing a
breaking
lot
the
of work.
audio.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of work this week.
Oh right,
Yeah,
you
just-
were.
yeah. Yeah, I know. It's very odd for me.
Yeah. I feel a bit lightheaded. What sort of
Yeah.
work are you talking about here?
Well, so I've been doing a lot of farm work. That's been that's been a big thing that I've been a part of.
Excellent. Well done. Yes.
Yeah.
Have you been ploughing?
Yep. No.
Have you been
I've
drilling?
What?
Drilling?
Drilling? There was a little bit of drilling.
See,
involved.
I know stuff about this. Look at me knowing things about farm. I've been watching Clarkson's Farm. I've learned much.
Who?
Keep going with your story, and I'll yeah.
I have also been I've been doing a lot of IT work, which has been interesting.
Excellent. What sort of IT work
Yeah.
have you been doing?
Is that a
It's all
pronoun?
Like, what?
It. Yes, it's a pronoun.
Is that a pronoun?
It's Ben's pronoun, yes. So please continue it. Well, it's better than the one that we were coming up with. We thought your pronoun was twat, but no, it's it now. Okay, right. So it's just me in my head going, oi, twat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I had a special.
Sorry. Sorry, we digress. Please continue with your IT story.
Yes.
You
So
were drilling. Sorry.
As I think you know, I've set up my own business up in the Bindoon and Gingin area.
In the ginger area, pardon?
Gingin.
You do, and you'll clean it up.
That's right. It's the name of the towns where the farm's near.
Oh, Ginger. So they couldn't come up with a better name than Gingin.
No.
All the good names were taken. Lee.
Yeah, but to name it after alcohol twice says a lot about Aussies, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think they're actually they wanna I think they're thinking about changing it actually.
What, to Foster's? What exactly?
Something like that.
Exactly.
Because a gin can be like a racial slur for an Aboriginal woman.
What?
It's also
Yeah.
like a genie,
Yeah.
like a
Well, don't-
DJINN, gin.
Oh, don't rub her that way. Then she might be happier. I don't know what's going on here. I have never heard of that. Gin.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird, isn't
That
it?
is bizarre. Why would you call an Aboriginal woman? That doesn't even.
Apparently, I learnt this recently. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, what?
Aren't all women Aboriginal somewhere?
I think so.
Unless they shave. But I mean,
But I think this is for like specifically
soon, sorry.
Australian Aboriginal women.
sorry,
Yeah.
that was you know when you knee jerk react to something and you don't quite realise what you just said.
Yeah,
I would
I've
like to-
listened to the show, Lee.
I would like to apologise to any females who like to go bushy bush, and I may have offended at any point in that relationship. There, I'm sorry. Right. Just trim it. Yeah, free flossing is lovely, but a little, Anyway, my point is, Ben was saying,
it really brings the room together.
yeah, exactly. Hold on, I'm gonna Google it. Gin Abba, isn't it? Original slang. I'm fascinated by this.
Yeah. I know. I found out about it recently, and I was like, "What? Surely that's not right."
It's it's a term coming from Portuguese. allegedly, it's an affectionate term in Portuguese. Geese means derived from basically meaning little.
Oh, okay.
Like, I suppose it's like little woman. I suppose that's bad, but
Little lady.
yeah. But it's supposed to be a cute kind of affectionate term in Portuguese. But
I
yeah,
guess it's not. Yeah.
I like
guess it's not
chick. Well, I can't
considered
imagine going to San Francisco and saying chick to some woman and her being offended.
well, I think it's the afterwards that's the the concerning bit. You just keep,
Get
pecking
on with
away.
the clucking and get on with the
Pardon?
what?
Pardon? So yes, this interesting. I fear we've learned too much.
Yeah.
So they're going to rename it to what, Bob?
No, I don't think they're going to, but I think some people are considering it because of that.
That's fascinating.
Well, would you want to be from a place called Little?
No. Yeah, I suppose, but still, it's like if it's been named that for like what 50, 100 years,
Yeah.
they haven't
Maybe
got
they're
history
growing.
really. Yeah, medium size that might work now. I
Maybe
don't
just gin.
know.
You know, they grew up
Yeah, so
Change it
kind of like
to one.
Snoop Dogg. It used to be, you just went to Snoop.
yeah, abbreviated it. What was Snoop.com taken?
Well, it was Snoop Doggy Dog, and then it was Snoop Dogg, and it was, I think, Snoop Lion, then maybe just Snoop. I don't know.
Oh, I
But-
see.
but it's-
Oh
it's-
yeah,
it's-
I remember the Snoop Lion phase. Yeah.
I don't remember that. Well, I don't remember yesterday. In fact, I don't remember the beginning of this conversation, but still, yes.
It's an evolution, I guess you could say, of a character.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Yeah, but dog and cat don't really. You were dog, and now you're lion, which is a cat.
Well, lion, I believe, was in regard to a Rasta.
Was it?
Ah.
What was he lying about?
He was lying about just, chilling.
Okay.
The lions are known for sleeping like 20 hours a day, male lions especially. So, I mean, with Snoop's lifestyle, that seems probable. You ever get on that endo, man? It'll body buzz.
So yeah, so Tory, what have you been up to?
Hi, Lee.
Hi. Oh, by the way, Ben, what sort of IT work have you got going now over there? But while we're finishing off,
Well, the thing about a lot of companies these days is they don't have in-house IT support anymore.
No.
They contract it out to some company.
like numpties
and
like you.
they're in a call center across the other side of the country or overseas even.
If you live with your parents, you are the in-house IT support.
That's right. But in some cases, the interstate IT support can't help out with some things, such as in a case where a friend of mine working at a warehouse asked me to bring my business over because they had a computer that just would not turn on no matter what they did, and it turned out the hard drive was dead.
Oh.
Yep. And so the over the phone IT support is not really capable of fixing that.
Shut up. Really?
Yeah. All they
That
can do
is
is tell you.
shocking.
All they can do is tell you to get a new hard drive, but they don't want to do it, so they contracted me in to do it. That was the main IT work I was doing this week.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I was
It
doing a
like-
little bit of IT work today or this week, and I was rather annoyed because last
You're
week.
trying to give me competition, eh?
Nah, I was basically I thought to myself, you know what, my laptop, I'm going to give it some more juice. I'm going to give it a bit more RAM. Yeah.
Okay.
And so I went on because it's a little bit of an older machine. I thought, well, there's no point me going around seeing if there's any of the new stuffs available because it probably wouldn't be compatible. So I thought, you know what, I'll just research my machine and go on eBay and blah blah blah. So not only was the RAM turn up a week late yesterday, it finally arrived, but they had packed it naked in a plastic padded envelope. You know, the white padded envelopes? Yes. Naked. So no protection whatsoever around it.
Was it completely worn down then? Or
Oh,
okay?
it just doesn't like to work anymore. It just decides to. So I'm now going to wait 3 working days for my money to get returned, even though eBay was so eager to take it in the first place. But
They are like that, aren't they? They do like taking the money.
yeah. I don't understand that.
Well, if you think about, think if you had 100 pounds, Lee,
Yes.
and then think about you had that, let's say 100,000 times,
Yes.
and you put that in a bank and kept it for like 2 days.
Mm.
You probably would collect some interest from that.
Well, true, but why 3 to 5 working days? Why can't they just be,
You get even more interest.
Yes, but
it's just a
that's-
digital transaction. It happens instantly. So why give it away? Why not quote unquote do some investigative research just for the protection of our clients? Blah 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 ching.
Well, cha-ching, obviously, you know when journalism is happening where cha-ching is brought up into the conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, so, yeah. So, yeah, I just like, I appreciate everyone's on the money, right? That's fair. But just don't be blatantly obvious about it, you know what I mean? It's annoying. So I've had to go and buy some, I've actually bought some new stuff now, and I'm just like, fine, I'll do that. So it's gone from, a couple of quid to now a little bit more than a couple of quid, but hopefully we'll get, we'll have a little bit more, juice in the tank for the ramage, because I'm editing my photos that I've been doing recently, and it's like Lightroom just really sometimes doesn't like Buster the laptop. Really doesn't like it.
Who makes Lightroom again?
Adobe.
Yeah.
So it's just a little. Sometimes it's okay, and then sometimes if I've woken it up on a bad mood, Buster just does not want to play with Lightroom. It's like, no, I'm on a stop. It's like, please, Buster, I just want to fondle with the contrast of this lovely footage here. And no, So no, he just doesn't like it. So that's why I've decided to get a little bit more RAM. And I know that I can go up to 32 gigs of RAM now in this laptop. So I've started off small. I've started just double the amount of RAM and see how that goes. And might improve later on, but it'll be good. But yeah. Anyway, Tory, we were going to talk about you, weren't we? So what have you? Sorry, Tory.
Hi, Lee.
Hi.
Sidetracked around the IT stuff. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you something else that's pissed me off this week about IT is Windows 11. Can we?
Oh yeah.
Can we just have a moment, please, about Windows 11?
I honestly haven't looked into it that much.
You don't want to, mate. You really don't, right?
No, because I'm I use Linux, of course.
Oh, of course you do, unless someone else is paying.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
This is the first I've heard of this.
Yeah.
But oh my God, I just don't understand Windows or Microsoft's approach to this. It's almost as if they've had amnesia. And bearing in mind, I'm used to mental issues and forgetfulness and stuff. I don't know if I mentioned it or not. I have a few issues, but I remember Windows 8.1 and Windows 8 and how crap that was, and yet somehow they seem to feel like no. What we just didn't get the wrong colours right. So if we change the colour scheme, then no one will know that it's just Windows 8 under a different name.
Oh yeah, so they've.
Sorry, Tory, you were going to say while Ben.
I was just going to say somebody at Windows has forgot the formula, obviously, because I'm not an IT expert, but I knew that Windows had a good operating system, then they had a bad operating system.
It's
then
like
they
James
had
Bond
a good
films.
operating
Yes.
system, then they had a bad and it was fine. They did that for years and years, and then all of a sudden it was bad, more bad, worster.
I know, it's disgusting.
It's like, can we just go back to every other one being worth using?
Can we just go back to Windows 7?
Oh, 7 Pro.
Yes. And I know I was really against Windows 7 right at the beginning because it was like, I don't trust Microsoft. I now realise that was it.
After Vista.
After Vista, exactly.
Those will be our good old days. Windows 7.
Exactly.
That was the peak.
That was
the midpoint, and we started getting tired.
And when I got a new computer, I was like, oh no, I've got Windows 7 now. I've been pushed into this. I don't like it. And then after, it took me a month or so.
XP was such a gem.
It was, because it worked.
Was
it reminded
really?
us. It reminded us of Windows 98 in a way.
Yes, but why? Hold
Was
on, why
Windows
you
XP really that good?
compared to
Well,
Windows 95 and 98? Yes, it really
And,
was.
and 2000.
Oh, 2000, yeah. Or no, ME, that was it.
Oh, Vista. Yeah, that was a real winner.
Yeah, but
Maybe jump off a cliff.
But XP just worked. That's it. Everyone was comfortable with it. Everyone knew what they were doing, and then suddenly things like, I don't know, the ribbon came around.
How did they learn what to do with Windows XP?
Trial and error. It was safe.
Why can't they do that with every other operating system?
Oh, tell me about it. Exactly. Why can't they just because all they seem to be doing is dumbing it down. Well, if you want to do a Windows version for a tablet, then produce a separate operating system, because Apple does that, and that's fine for everybody because they're not necessarily dumbing down their main juicy operating system. They're just doing a slightly different version for a different mindset of a touch screen.
Oh no, they are dumbing down Mac OS.
You
or at least
think?
they have been? Well, yeah, I always thought they were a bit. Yeah.
Ben, are you outrunning aggro?
What?
Outrunning aggro?
Outrunning aggro?
Yes. For any hostile NPCs you've been past.
No.
Sorry, are you giving him suggestions on his game he's playing?
No.
Oh, good.
I was asking questions, obviously.
So, no, Ben, don't do it. But it was the problem is that I just compared to I thought that too, where I thought, you know what, they're all dumbing down their operating system, stuff like that. But to the extent that Microsoft's doing it, I'm gonna say it now. I'm going Mac next time I need a machine.
Really?
Have you considered that maybe the dumbing down it works in conjunction with some of Bill Gates' other projects?
Well, I'm not vaccinated either, so I don't understand why the.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, Lee. I wasn't going to say that.
Oh, I don't have malaria. I'm fine, so I don't understand why.
I'll say it too. I'm not vaccinated either.
Oh, here we go. How's it going on that?
One of those little pop-ups just came up on my earphones.
Oh.
If you want to know the facts about these, then please click here.
Yeah. Yes.
Jolly good. I'm glad. Yes.
There's an army of fact checkers out there ready to tell me that the vaccine is safe and effective.
Oh, so safe. Here, let me stick it in.
Very effective as well.
Can I just mention that I'm very confused and concerned about fact checking, because if you search, and I am adding this to the introduction when, I don't know, the music and the video works and stuff like that. When that all happens together, it'll be really exciting. I will be adding Joe Biden into this a little bit more.
What's Joe Biden going to do for you?
Because Joe Biden, if you just type in Biden KKK fact check, that's all you need to type in. And the first results is like, was Joe Biden a grand wizard of the fact check? Fact check. Joe Biden at funeral of previously KKK member doing the eulogy. Biden isn't with KKK fact check. So both sides, from AP News, from like Reuters, they're both on all sides of either saying yes, he was, or no, he wasn't. So how fact-checking works these days, I don't even know now. He either was or wasn't.
Well, it depends on your point of view, I guess.
Exactly. And
depends on what conclusion you want the recipient to come to.
But surely even facts can be manipulated. Is this so?
Well, to quote the poet David Byrne, facts are simple and facts are straight. Facts are lazy and facts are late, and facts all come with points of view, and facts don't do what I want them to. Facts just twist the truth around. Facts are a living turn inside out. Facts are getting the best of them. Facts do nothing in the face of death.
So I really don't want to have Windows 11, Ben, is basically what I'm saying.
Basically what
Yeah.
Well, don't get it then.
Yeah, but it's going to be...
if you want to do like...
but yeah, I'm thinking about going Mac.
why don't you just get a I don't know what are you getting, a desktop or a laptop?
I'm thinking laptop, but mainly because obviously I'm, hopefully in the next week or two, we're going to be coming, this is going live from Kermit. It's coming, baby. It's coming,
excellent.
yes.
But now, so is the point of getting a laptop to, are you going to be using it away
Porn.
from?
Apart from porn, yeah. Focus, please. Well,
away from a desk at all
Sorry,
times.
my mic was on.
Are you going to be using a desk most of the times?
Well, it's basically, it won't be a desk. It'll just be my dining room table in Kermit, and I'm going to use that term very loosely. But
but is it always going to be there, or is it not?
What, my dining room table?
No, yeah. Well, is your laptop always going to be on the dining room?
Well,
table?
I'm planning to like move it when, let me think, when I'm driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. But either way, I'm thinking about a laptop really, just to start off, or even a Mac Mini, just to get going, to see if I really enjoy it, that kind of stuff. But the point is I think it's a perfect storm going on. Windows, you've got Windows one side, Windows 11, where they've just kind of gone from we're never going to do another version of Windows. It's just going to be Windows 10 and that's it. Just with lots of updates.
They were supposed to switch to rolling release.
There we go. Yeah, and all of a sudden now Windows 11's around for no good reason. So there's that kind of like, what, the WTF?
And on the surface, it just looks like they've made the start menu into a whole bar.
Yeah, they basically put it in the middle, and there's like, you have pinned apps, which is like, why can't I just look at all the apps that I've got installed? Thank you very much.
It looks kind of like they took the GNOME
operating system, design,
the desktop environment, and just like moved the bar to the bottom.
And the best part is, they've also centralized the start button, even though it's not called the start button. I don't know what it's called anymore. But the point that I really love about all this is the fact that with a straight face, they were saying how this is just revolutionary and how amazing and stuff like that. And I'm like, you really have ruined everything that it was good about Windows. It's been around for 35 years, they're saying. It was like, well, it's not going to be for much longer, is it?
What was good about Windows?
It was
being able to see outside.
Yeah, bit of natural light.
That's true. Yeah, that is a point. Yeah.
Yeah, but also it was a situation where it wasn't manipulated what you could and could not do if you wanted to. Even with like admin access, at least you had a little bit of ability to get your hands dirty if needed be.
Yeah,
but
no jailbreaking needed.
No, and the fact that
if you've got root access,
you're fine. But the best part is, and this will, as you don't seem to know anything about this, Ben, this will make you laugh. The smell of desperation for me, and this is where I turned off the whole kind of shindig, mainly because it was so boring. It was like a 45, 50-year-old trying to be hip and happening and down with the kids, wearing, trainers inside and stuff like that. And I'm like, this is...
sounds boring.
Yeah, but he was also saying how dope things was. Quite literally, oh, that's so dope. Oh, that's so cool. The teams worked really hard on this. Yeah, and it's like, oh, just go and put your what's it called?
False teeth in?
No, what are you planning? No, I was thinking it's like, oh, go and put your what's that back baseball cap back.
Oh yeah, baseball cap on backwards.
No, yeah, but I mean, like, it's a special. It's a certain design snapback.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Go and put that on, Grandad, and go and piss off somewhere else. But Windows is so desperate now. Or sorry, Microsoft is that this new release will now, because Windows, Microsoft Software Store or whatever the hell it's called, is worked so well that they're now making it so new Windows can use Android apps.
Oh.
Yeah. So they're like, well,
I know some Android apps are designed for x86.
But just think about that for a second.
If you compile them for the Windows operating system.
Just think about that for a second, though. Microsoft, what used to be big and up there and dominating the world and monopolies and stuff like that, are now having to resort to because no one will develop for their phone, and that's why it died. No one will develop for their operating system, for their app store. So they've now had to
No
build
one will
in.
develop for their vaccine.
Yeah, it's just awful, one thing after another. And now they're going, well, we'll just make it so it can use Android apps
Foolproof.
for a
I
desktop.
mean, Android does have the largest collection of apps, I think.
And that's what worries me about Android apps in the Play Store. Because there's no control. You don't really know what you're installing. There's no oversight necessarily. Unlike Apple, which, there's a team of people that keep rejecting stuff because of X, Y, and Z. Anyone can publish into Google.
They do say it's verified by Play Protect, but I don't know.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Exactly. So I'm not having to go at you. It's just like, what does that even...
I don't use the Google Play Store. I use F-Droid on my Android.
Oh, of course you do, because you just want to always be special and different, don't you?
Get
away from that window, you licker boy. Get off it. So and that's why I'm going Mac.
I will never not be special.
Look, just because Mommy kept saying it to you when you were...
That's what my shirt says.
But, I mean, it's just like... And I think it's part of the perfect storm, because that plus the M1 chip and the whole kind of new way Apple are wringing out extra juice from their chips now, and Intel just failing the market miserably over the last couple of decades, and finally everyone's caught up with it. It's just... And AMD don't seem to be really doing anything new speed-wise. They're caught out, even though they're doing better than Intel. Because at least
AMG has not released a new album in years.
Years, exactly. So that's why I'm thinking I'm finally going to bite the bullet and go Mac. So, I know.
Yeah.
I never thought this day would come.
Yeah. I mean, neither did I.
I know.
If you're going with an Apple product, you're biting the seed.
John, Appleseed.
Appleseed.
Yeah. So yeah. So that's. But anyway, I feel like we've digressed somewhere. So Tory, please, tell us what you've been up to, mate.
Who, me?
Yes, you did.
Wow. Oh, why? I don't know that I've really been up to anything.
Oh, really? Oh.
Oh well. I mean, I don't want to bore the listeners with a gravy recipe.
A gravy recipe, you say?
Gravy recipe.
So, basically, this week also, Ben, I've been working... No, sorry, Tory, go on. You go and do your little kitchen moment. Go on, tell us how to do gravy. Now,
I would hate to interrupt the it moment. I feel like that would be very gender neutral of me.
Is that what we're going with? Okay. Well, I'm just thinking out loud here, right? What sort of gravy is it? Is it the brown stuff or the white stuff?
I don't think you have to define it that way.
Well, Americans have both types of gravy, and Brits only have one type of gravy.
See over here where I make gravy, those things can coexist together.
Yes, but I'm just clarifying it for the Brits, because the Brits, like I said, have only got one type of gravy, and you guys have two types of gravy. So can you just describe which version of gravy you're talking about here?
Well, I can describe it in granular detail if you'd like.
Oh, I see what you did there. So... Oh, you're such a douche. So basically... So let me get this right. So are we going with white gravy, or are we going with brown gravy?
Well,
I think it's brown.
It's a bit of it varies.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So like if it's with biscuit thing, they're gravy and biscuits or whatever it's called over there. I don't know why they. I was going to say, why would they put a dessert with the gravy? But then we're talking about America. So
we're talking about a hearty scone.
Yeah. So they use white gravy with that.
Well,
you mean
some of it's white.
It is white.
It depends on your technique. If you'd like me to explain.
Well, if you want to tell me about your
I'd
wrist
love
action,
nothing more. Yeah.
go for it. Yeah, this is lovely.
Well,
Mm.
the basis for the type of gravy I'm talking about is fat or oil, specifically liquid form of oil in a hot pan. Now, I suggest you get
by the way,
yourselves
I've got a question. Sorry.
Yes.
What other versions of oil are there if it's not liquid?
solid,
A solid oil.
like butter or lard or shortening or coconut oil.
See, all these are lie. What
At enough temperature.
they're just glorified Lego bricks. Please continue. Fine. It's
So the oil I was
Don't let me get in the way.
I was just thinking to myself, it's like a solid oil. I'm like,
So in the case that I'm going to give you, Lee, since I think you would enjoy this type of gravy the most, is you take some bacon, which has solid oil, up against the lean meat in its strips.
Has it? That's not. Hold on. So it's got solid oil. But Ben, where is the solid oil as your
It's fat.
Ah, okay.
That's
Animal fat.
solid oil.
Oh, question: what if oil is available in solids? Then why can't they, instead of using tankers to move it to like gas stations and stuff? Why can't they just roll it down the hill? If it's available,
Because the
in
hill's
solid?
dirty.
Oh. Oh, it makes more sense then. Okay, fair enough. Please continue. That's why I was
most hills are practically made of dirt. They're so dirty.
Oh dear. Oh dear, that sounds awful. Okay, I feel like I've asked a stupid schoolboy error there moment. So please continue. Tell me more about your solid bacon fat oil.
What you
think?
Cook your bacon as you would. I like to have mine crispy. And then remove it from the pan. Whatever oil you have in the pan remaining, let's say reduce it down to about 2 tablespoons worth, let's say. About 2 tablespoons worth. And then you need to turn the heat to medium, get about 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Sift it over
I like
the
self-raising
oil.
flour personally, but each their own. Now, is this white flour or wholemeal?
You could actually use any flour of your choosing. If you wanted to use almond flour for this, it would probably work. I suggest all-purpose flour.
You see, sorry, for a second there, I zoned out because that sounded like a vegan answer, which are banned from this.
Well, yeah.
Well,
it's a very
both almond and regular flour are vegan.
It's very vegan to put almond flour in your bacon grease.
Sorry, Tory. I feel like I've been distracted by the doofus over it. Pardon, Ben? Would you like to say that again?
Yeah, both almond flour and normal wheat flour are both vegan.
No, they're not.
There they are.
No, one of them's normal, and the other one is all for special people. Oh, because we're saving the planet. Oh, yeah, we've got to have, do something all different because we're hipsters and listen to LPs and down with the kids with the vinyl.
The almond flour people are avoiding gluten.
Name one person, shall we say, that you may have known 10, 15 years ago who was allergic to gluten.
I don't remember.
Exactly. How come everyone from nowhere, from no point of view whatsoever, suddenly everyone's, I've got gluten allergies. I've got all these allergies. And that didn't exist 10 years ago? How's that possible?
People have been getting more allergies.
Yes, and, I've noticed this.
It is at a higher statistical rate, I believe. Yeah.
Is it because that we didn't know about it before? Now we're just like, everyone has got it? Or is it because it's just like this new fad that they just, it just seems bizarre to me that everyone seems to be really upset that they can't have their foods that they used to like. It's like, you're not...
I think people are getting too many injections.
Oh, no. Small prick brigade has arrived. Right, go on in.
I think people are getting too many injections and it's hurting them.
And you think
is this about the heroin epidemic or
maybe?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't want to be injecting that or anything else.
Okay, so no small pricks for Ben.
No,
he likes big pricks.
No, I don't like any.
Well, that's sexist, isn't it?
Yes.
What happened to equal
His pronoun
opportunities?
is it.
Oh, that's it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting. I think it was twat. Sorry. I'm right. Let me get a post-it note. I need to write this down.
Sexist. Yeah, that's fine.
Very genderish.
There's nothing wrong with sexism.
Oh dear. Oh no.
I mean, yeah, if you read your own Yelp reviews,
I'm or I can sorry, my butt cheeks just clenched because I felt like the howls of third wave feminism on the horizon coming towards us in a stampede. It's like, oh no, what have you done, Ben? You fool. Oh, it's going to be up to here with armpit hair. Oh, Ben, please.
Right, I'll manage.
Oh, we're oh.
Tell him to send an email to ben@dirtyboxes.net.
That's good to know. I'm sure he'll pick up.
That's BEN, not BEEN.
No. Bean
Right.
at Dirty Box.
Just so we've been clear.
Yes. So, yeah. So, are we? How far have we got to this recipe yet? Because I feel like this is taking forever. Surely it'll be burned.
We've got our 2 tablespoons of bacon grease hot in the medium heat pan with the 2 tablespoons of flour.
Oh.
And we're stirring it constantly.
Why that? Why
Constantly.
all this work?
Gotta move it. Because some parts of the pan get hotter than other parts, and you just gotta balance out that. Maybe turn the pan a little bit, rotate it on the burner.
Exactly. Why don't you just put the burner in the middle of the pan at the bottom there, and then it all naturally kind of get hot all together, wouldn't it? Instead of like hot spots and no spots.
Well, to ensure equal treatment requires movement. Stagnation promotes
Ben.
bad.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon gas or electric stove?
Whatever you have, you can make work. You could also do this over a grill or
Bunsen
even a
burner.
campfire
Mm-hmm.
with a cast iron.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a plan.
The key is you don't want the pan too hot because you're toasting flour, which is granular, and it's toasting in oil. So what you're trying to do is slowly cook the flour in the oil without charring the flour in the oil or getting lumps by not segregating the grains of flour within the oil to suspend around it. So you want to stir constantly up until the point where the flour, which was listen here, Lee.
Yes.
The flour was white and it starts to brown.
Oh, so it's more of a
Because
suntan.
it's toasting.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm asking for a friend here,
Yes.
Tory. But I mean,
Obviously,
would Ben need a whisking sensation? Because he does occasionally like to whisk his wrist.
well,
or is it more of a
find
stir, slow and steady?
a spatula is best, especially one that is capable of scraping the bottom of the pan for the bits of bacon that stick there due to the Maillard reaction.
Oh, I see. So it's more slow and steady instead of a eager beaver.
Yeah, it's consistency, and you're just wanting to keep things moving steadily for about 2 to 5 minutes, depending on how much heat you're putting to the flour. And you definitely want an even fat to flour ratio.
Now, how long does this gravy take? Because, quite frankly, over here, you just normally add water to Bisto granules, and it's easy. Done.
Okay, well describing this is taking longer than making it.
Oh, really? I feel like we're not doing very well in our little cookery segment here, Ben.
Right, what do you mean? I feel like I understand everything perfectly.
Okay,
Yeah, let's do a recap here, just so we're.
Oh, here we go. Right.
So we fried some bacon and removed all the fat except for about 2 tablespoons from the pan. Then we added 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and we stirred constantly with a spatula or a whisk if you have it, or a silicone spatula, whatever.
If anyone's interested in this recipe, it'll be under CFAX page 382. But please continue. Yeah, sorry, go on.
So once you've
Joke for the Brits there. Joke for the Brits.
Once you've lightly roasted and browned your flour, what you're going to do is have about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of dairy. Now, I recommend whole milk, but I also like to use a little bit of heavy cream with mine because I like a rich gravy.
Ooh.
So you take about a cup and a half of the milk and you pour it right in the pan and you stir and you stir and you stir and you scrape the bottom.
Now, is this stirring more whiskey because Ben's eager beaver, or is it more of a slow and steady?
This is more of a scrapey because
Still
what you want to do
scrapey
here is you want to take that brown roux that you've created with the flour and the oil.
Yes.
And you want to incorporate it into the now white milk to bring a sort of a tan gravy together.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
And then the key here is you want an incorporation, and you want to raise the heat just a little bit past medium so that you can get it boiling. Because once it's boiling, it will reach its maximum consistency of thickness, and that's what you're looking for. If it gets too thick, you got to add a little more milk.
I see.
Or add a little more cream if you want it, richer. But any time you add more cream or more milk, you need to stir it and get everything properly incorporated. Constantly scraping the bottom of the pan to make sure nothing is sticking. That's very important. Then after just a couple minutes of boiling, it's done.
Oh, good. It's done, Ben.
Yeah.
And this lovely recipe was brought to you by Click Go Travel. Why not? Yay! Click
Go Travel, you can pick your destination and find the cheapest route there.
And hotels. Don't forget hotels. You can just type in. We've done this before, Ben. You like this? It's very good.
They're great, yeah.
ClickGoTravel.com.
Cambridge. We'll go to Cambridge.
ClickGoTravel.com.
Yes, we'll just search it. And basically, this is the beautiful thing. I found this out. Look at that little orange bar going across there. It's searching live. Absolutely, right this second. The best deals right this moment. All of them. And you can even, that's popularity. We search it via price, and it's organised it. And it's like, there you go. For a week in Cambridge, United Kingdom, we've got all these different prices. Seven nights there. Look at that. Even the
can't
deals
get better than the best price.
And if you look right here, this one here, Holiday Inn Express in Cambridge, right? I've just picked this one because it's very important to me. It's very near and dear to my heart. That's a lie. But why I've mentioned it is if I scroll down here, these are all the different websites that it has checked, right? For this booking. Hotels.com, Expedia, Zen Hotels, all of them, right? That is what makes our ClickGo Travel frightfully sexy. Because it's not just searching one database like Expedia does, or Kayak.com does, which is owned by Expedia, or Booking.com, or all the others. This searches them all at the same time. So, yeah.
It's pretty good, right?
I fear Tory's not helping our marketing technique. I'll be okay.
I don't understand what's wrong.
I don't understand what we're doing.
Go back.
Go back. Go back. Right. So we're just going back.
I'm on the YouTube side.
Go back to where?
Sort those rooms by rating, if you would. I want to see the worst rated roommates.
YHA Cambridge.
Oh man. Ooh.
The YMCA is basically sorry.
I was wondering if we could see some of the reviews for that place.
Okay. Okay, we're back. So we're just loading.
It's a little rabbit hole of discovery here.
Fair enough.
Available to anyone who wants to do their own research like this at clickgotravel.com.
Yeah. Now, the important thing here is clickgotravel.com is not a sponsor because Digital Rhapsody owns it. Okay, so there we go. It's one of our own little babies. So let's have a look. Yes, scroll down.
Sort by rating.
Okay.
That's
All right. At the moment, I'm on the YMCA. So we've got a dorm room, lovely. Other deals, Expedia and Hotels.com are on here. Yeah, right. So
0 stars.
It is got an average of reviews of 1,961 reviews. It's 8.5%.
Yeah, it's sort by rating though. That's we We want the worst rated place, and then we want reviews.
Okay.
'Cause
I
ultimately,
see. Right.
we want to find out where in Cambridge old Danny Boy has been.
You want my new favorite button, which is unrated. Let me just click the unrated button. Here we go. Oh dear God. Right. So
I like those movies.
So I hear. So this is unrated by price. Cambridge City Studios. This sounds unrated. You know what? Unrated is normally for me because that looks pretty nice. Look, you even got little photos that ping up. Look at
that's
this.
why we go with 1 stars.
That's what I was thinking. We need to go to 1 stars. So let me get rid of that. And let me untick unrated and tick 1 star rating reviews. Oh. Arnie's Guest House. This is only going to go well. Right,
Arnie's Guest House got a 1 star rating. Well, this is absurd.
And currently there are no available rooms for these dates that we've put in, so we don't know if it's still open or not.
Arnie's going to be busy, it sounds like.
Well, it looks nice. Oh, hold on. Is that a for sale sign at the front? I don't know. I don't know. These are really big and bad and old photos. They're a bit pixelated. Oh, now there's a lovely bed set up there. We've got a double bed next door to a camp bed. That's nice. A three-person motif going on there. It's very nice. It's a nice house, though. It's very lovely.
Well, and the benefit of Click Go Travel is most of the results are 4 star, I see, and 3 star.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want too many 5-star results because those places tend to be haughty and charge too much.
Yeah. So let me. Oh dear. Because there's unfortunately. This is the high. The entire hotel is non-smoking. By the way, that could be the reason why. But because
that one looked like the son's room, kind of looked like you could probably get away with closing the window.
Anyway, let me just get because that's the only one, and because it's there's no deals.
That 2-bed setup is disturbing.
They've definitely got some plans.
I don't
there.
want anyone sleeping that close to me that's not in the same bed.
You see,
what in the holy hell is going on in that house when we're not there?
Well, nothing at the moment. Arnie seems to be out. But that's the thing. I was one of these. I've been saying this for ages because on Prime, Amazon Prime. I'm a subscriber. Well, I've got Prime, so I've got it for free allegedly. And
maybe this is a good challenge for listeners. Go on clickgotravel.com, find the worst rated place near you, and go there and leave us a review at ben@dirtyboxes.net.
No, even better, record a review while you're there.
Yeah, then send it to Ben at Dirty Boxes.
Yeah,
then send it to
or
Ben
send the link to us on
@dirtyboxes.net.
Twitter at Dirty Boxes, whatever. If you upload it to YouTube or something, we just want to find out. Yeah. I will give a prize to the first one who finds a cockroach in their motel or hotel room.
There's no rule against taking your own linens.
No, there isn't. But a cockroach, well, that's what we want to find at 1 cockroach. If you're going to
ring.
Nah. Don't get confused. But the other thing that I've been doing, while I remember it, before we get into nyaos and stuff like that, because Ben's got some nyaos going on in Australia. I don't know if...
But Lee, how are you enjoying your gravy, by the way?
It's a bit more watery than I expected.
I'm sorry. It must have been a technique error.
Oh, yeah. Slow and steady, you said, yeah?
Whip it up.
Yeah. Oh, no. I've done it wrong. Anyway, I tell you something that I'm really interested in doing at the moment. Very excited by. But because I've been feeling a bit poorly and stuff like that at the moment. Oh, woe is me, blah, blah, blah. But a little project that I've been doing is, if I can go, let me type it in for you. The website needs to be updated and blah, 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 blah. The design's rubbish. But
mini blah, blah, blah.
not this time. However, Mini Blahs is available.
How many?
Mini Blahs.
Sorry?
is Mini Blahs? I feel like I've heard it somewhere before.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, Ben. Now, I don't want anybody to go to miniblahs.com because it's not...
Don't go to miniblahs.com. That's
Please.
BLAHS.
Don't do that because miniblahs.com still hasn't been sorted, but it does work. So you can get a domain name. In fact, what really annoys me is the amount of people that I know have started using Shopify or Squarespace for their kind of website design and stuff like that. And if it's easy for you, fair enough. But those places are charging $12, $13, $14 pounds and dollars for a .com domain per year. And I'm like, how much? So if you just go like, try this domain. Let's see if trythisdomain.com's available. Because it's like, trythisdomain.com is taken.
You can't have anything nice around here, can you?
Try this domain.123.com. Let's see if this one. Oh, look at that. Try this domain 123.com is available. Right. It's still cheaper than if you go
Try this to domain3.com.
So it's £13.12. £13.12. Right. So if we add that to cart and we go there, because all this works, it's just that the actual website needs like actual words and things instead of padding content, material stuff, blah, 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 whatever that is that I've done there. But if you, I think the promo code is Dirty Boxes. I'm sure it is. Where is it? Have a promo code. There we are. Dirty Boxes? Is it that? Apply? No, it's not valid. Let me find...
Oh, this is a disappointment.
Dirty 10? Is it Dirty 10? That's invalid. I will...
Dirty 1, Dirty 2, Dirty 3, Dirty 4,
Yeah, we don't seem to have valid promo codes going at the moment. So let me...
DB1, DB2,
I'm going to get it sorted for you. I'm going to get you a promo code, boys and girls. You know why? Because I like you. Ish. Oh, no. Did I say that out loud? Oh, no. Oh, crap. I'm sorry.
He wasn't talking to you, Ben.
I wasn't talking to anyone important around here right now.
I don't understand why you wouldn't be talking to me.
Okay, you haven't listened to the show.
No.
I listen to the show all the time.
Well, not when you're not on it.
Yeah, that's true.
Cheers, man. Cheers. But the one thing the one thing that's interesting to me at the moment about all this is the fact that it just amazes me because people have already signed in and they're like $25 a month or whatever it is for Shopify.com on top of everything else, and they're charging way too much for .coms and .co.uk's and all the others. And it's like...
I think I figured out the code.
Oh?
It's INVALID. It told me.
It told you.
That's what the code is.
It told you that was the code.
The code. It says the code is INVALID. So I guess that's what you need to type in there.
Let me just double check. Let me just oh, it's just expired, Tory. Oh no, isn't that awful? Oh dear.
If only there were a way.
Well, I've just logged in, so let me what do we want? What do we want? What as a promo code? What do we want?
Click Go Travel.
That's too wordy. We've already got clickgotravel.com. But anyway, the point is though, I think that people are getting overcharged for that malarkey. So let's let me have I think it's under promotions. Let me add a little kind of just for us, Ben. Right, just for us, just Just between
Alright.
us, yeah.
Rhapsody.
Um. How's this possible? Hold on. Hold on.
You should make it something simple like the YouTube channel. Capital R, lower O, capital C, capital L, lower Z, underscore, capital H, capital D, lower Z, capital O, capital M, promo code.
Right, promo code. The one thing I'm confused by is
One thing.
just the one thing is that surprisingly Ben has got his own promo code, and
Isn't that nice?
yeah, Fargoth. If you type in Fargoth,
I prefer far emo.
yeah, uh-huh.
I have a promo code and you don't.
Yeah. Screw you.
It's your fault. It's your fault. Your fault.
Just screw you. So, I've just saved it. Why?
Why? Just why?
I've just added you. Why?
Why would you?
I don't know what is going on here. Bear with me. So promo code.
This is the worst.
I know. We'll
This
give
is
it.
just the worst. And let me tell you something.
Uh-oh.
If you're going to have your biscuits with your gravy, what you need to do is go get you some of those Hawaiian flakies.
Hawaiian flakies, you say?
Yes, they're a flaky biscuit made with many layers in the Hawaiian roll. They got a little bit of pineapple juice in them.
Ooh. And it's gonna. There we go.
And you'll want to bisect those on a plate and just pour gravy all over them. All over. I mean, you could put a couple sausage patties on them first and then put the gravy on. And you could even do cheese and eggs. I mean, taters and onions, fried green tomatoes. I won't judge you on what you put under your gravy. If you just want to eat your gravy in a bowl with a spoon, I've done that.
I think I've saved it.
Oh, bring it back.
Oh yes.
Reel
Okay.
it in.
Okay. Right. So let's go. Let's bring it back to the. Let's see if it works now. So have promo code, yes, and you just type in the word dirty. Okay, you get 15% off over 25 quid. That's an invalid promo. See, it's even there. It's come up now. Promo code does not apply to renewals, but no one's renewed because obviously no one really uses this service, and requires £25 minimum order. There you go. 15% off for our little family. All right, there you go. All right, I've done it.
Just use promo code Fargoth for your what was it?
Fargoth only gives you 10% off, I believe.
Oh,
Only 10. We get 15.
15.
Yeah, and it runs on my birthday, which is tomorrow, on the year 4994. So I don't think it's going to outdate yet. You'll be all right. So I just wanted to make sure that I didn't have to come back in and have to change the date of when it expires. So there you go. It won't expire until the year 5994.
Something to look forward to, I
Yeah.
assure you.
Yeah, something good. So there we go. So if you want to use the promo code DIRTY at checkout over at miniblast.com, the actual website itself is full of tat right now, but it does work. You can search for a domain, you can get hosting, you can get all that crap, and you can get it cheaper for. In fact, hold on.
And just so we're clear, that's not spelled DURTEE.
There we go. So I've just realised if I just put it as two years, there we go. So it came out as 26 24, and it's now saving me 15 quid, or 15%, sorry, at 22.34. There we go. The promo code DIRTY. Excellent. Excellent.
Very dirty.
I love when it works there. There we go. Promo code DIRTY. That's owned by Digital Rhapsody as well. But finally, what I have been doing, and this is what we were going to go to before we got completely distracted there, is that over at, and I blame Tory, over at thatleebrown.com, I've been slowly but surely uploading some photography I've been doing on canvases. And yeah, look at me. So we've got just a few up there right now. They're available as canvases and framed posters and photo posters, paper, and just standard without the frame or with the frame, or as postcards. They're slowly but surely getting there.
Edible panties.
Well, eventually, maybe, possibly.
Maybe that one picture of a bush.
Oh, I've got. Oh, you've just seen it. Hold on, let me just go to my my picture of a bush, shall I? Let it just load here. And
That's printed right above the bush on the underwear.
There it is. Right. So there you go. Look at that. Let me just bring it closer. There we go. What a lovely. You got it in wide selection of canvas sizes there. It's very lovely indeed. But we're getting there. So, but the main reason I'm bringing
Could
this
I
up,
get that in a triangle shape?
I'm afraid only rectangles at the moment.
Such a shapist.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of the postal. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because it works on our own payment system. And this only means something to one person over here, which is Marty from the Women's Institute, which I believe is not here, so that's why I'm mentioning it. I think I'm safe.
Has not even
I was
had.
going to say hi to him.
No, he's not in the chat. He's not.
No,
here.
you're not.
No,
you're not.
No,
Oh,
because he's not here. But
but I wanted to.
I don't care what you think. At what point?
Your mic's on. Then.
However, a couple of years ago, before accidents and stuff like that, he invested some money into a payment system that I've been talking about called Scout Pay. And the stupid thing, the ironic thing is it's been running ever since. The problem is it hasn't been rolled out. It's just been sitting on servers with software, just sitting there waiting for like payments to happen. So,
It sounds like it might not be quite that useful.
It's useful. It's just people don't realize it exists. So
I see. Yeah.
So
There is
there is
a problem.
a problem. So that is the first website. A little bit of history. That is the first website that is actually running Scout Pay on it. Our own payment solution, and it's got Apple Pay and Android Pay built in automatically.
That's nice.
If you're on an iPad, it just knows and it just boom done. Yeah.
Very cool.
It is frightfully cool, actually.
So,
I'm actually
what made
rather
you
proud.
Choose your own payment system rather than like PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, or whatever the popular ones are these days.
Well, Cash App is only used by porn stars, really, Ben, as you know.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yes. But most
I
people...
thought it was just used for like transferring money to people.
What, like Western Union?
Like porn stars.
Yes.
They're people too,
I
Ben.
I guess porn stars are people too. Yeah, you can say that.
But the main reason is that I believe that Scout Pay right now is charging 1%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, suddenly that goes, oh, right.
Yeah.
PayPal, for example, is what, 1.5 to 3%? Depending if you're a business account or not. So it's just cheaper.
I can't remember, but yeah.
Yeah, it's just cheaper.
I only really use PayPal internationally, so it's always like, I don't know, 50% or something. Yeah.
Yeah, stupid money, isn't it? So yeah, anywhere in the world, 1%. Yeah. That's why we have our own payment solution. That's just been collecting pixel dust all these years. Just sitting there going, anytime, guys. Anytime. And it was like, oopsie. And I was like, well, I'm just going to do little photos. And then I thought to myself, you know what? Because between you and me, I may have forgotten about it. But in the sense that I'd forgotten about it as an existence, not it as a project.
Or it as a pronoun.
Yes. So I was like, I was just setting up because I was like, people have been banging on about wanting some one or two of my photos that I've shared on Instagram as canvases for over a year now. So I was like, fine, I'll set up this store and it'll be there, and it's all going to Digital Rhapsody because I'm not allowed to get paid, obviously, as you know. So it's all done properly. And I won't see any of the money anyway. Pay somebody else. But
it's not connected to your OnlyFans page.
Not this time, no. And so, so it's all good and above board and stuff like that. And then I was just setting it up, and I was thinking to myself, it's like, hold on, I'm sure. How far did we actually get? That was the question in my head, in my little noggin. It's like, how far did we actually get on that project, Scout Pay? And I looked a bit more and looked a bit more, and then suddenly I realised, hold on, it's actually what? It's just been what? It's what? I'll install it now then. So there we go. So I think it's safe to say that while Marty's not here, because he is a silent partner in it, and it's very nice and lovely and all that.
We prefer him silent.
Yes, I desperately keep trying to influence the silence part of this partnership, but yeah, I find it fascinating that I tell you what, it's quite refreshing that because of the illnesses and stuff like that, he is not worried about it one bit. And it's only now that I'm mentioning, oh, by the way, that thing I promised? Yeah, it's been running all this time. I just haven't used it yet. No one uses it until now. So there we go. It's there, it's ready, and it's very exciting.
That's terrible. You should have been using it ages ago.
Shut it, you.
Says the guy from Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see you.
That's what I do say.
I don't see you installing Scout Pay on your systems.
No, you don't.
He's turned his webcam on.
I'm just saying.
Should I be installing Scout Pay on my systems?
Well, you could do. You could use it as a payment solution for your IT influency type stuff. You can do an invoice malarkey already and sorted, all built in.
But I already have invoice. People do like direct bank transfer and checks and cash.
He's just promoting this cashless society, Ben. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I don't care for the cashless society.
I'm not saying go cashless. I'm just saying it's an easier way for your customers, your consumers to use it. And if you can install it via Invoice Ninja, I think it is. You can embed it in there as well, and all sorts. It will be all inclusive.
Never heard it before. Sounds dodgy.
Invoice Ninja.
Yeah,
it's open source. I thought you'd be all over it.
Oh, okay, that sounds all right.
Ben's not a fan of ninjas.
Oh, isn't he? Oh dear.
Yeah, I don't know about these ninjas.
Well, I tell you what, if anyone's interested in
very few people know about them. That's a lot of their thing.
If anyone's interested in being let's put this nicely, a guinea pig for Scout Pay, tweet me at Dirty Boxers, and we'll set you up. How's that? There you go. Okay. Is that nice or nice? Was I being nice then?
That sounded very nice. You invited people to tweet you. That's very nice of you.
Oh, crap. Did I just do that? Oh, no.
Lee.
Yes.
Damn it.
I'm sorry.
Did we not have a talk about this before? Oh, I'm sorry. I talked to Ben before the show.
Oh, no. That's
the problem.
Don't do that. Oh, crap.
That explains a few things.
Yeah.
I mean, crossing streams and whatnot.
So, yeah, we should do things like some news or something.
Yeah. What sort of news would you like to do, Lee?
Meows.
Nows. Hold on. For example,
Bella.
shut up, you.
Wait, he can't say hi to Tasha anymore?
No, it's the way he says it. If he
Oh.
dribbled less while he was doing it and rubbing his hands down his thighs in like a non-perverted way, then maybe I would allow it.
Have you seen Tasha Bella?
Pardon?
Pardon?
Pardon? Oh, sorry. I was waiting for you.
Thought it was Ben's turn.
I wasn't going to get involved.
Why
He went in on the pardoning.
No, I noticed. It's frightfully rude. So,
Well, excuse me.
I thought you two were just gonna go back and forth for a bit there.
Nuh-uh.
No, okay.
No,
All
no. This is It's
All right.
I'm.
That's what she said.
Yeah, exactly. Why, Ben? Just why?
Well, I thought you guys liked talking.
Yes.
Listen to the show.
Yeah.
Right, Ben. Thanks for that. That was really.
He wasn't going to prove it.
No.
Wait, should I? Should I prove it?
He was trying that like Lee was trying promotion codes earlier on that website to see which one would work.
Dirty gives you 15% off. What more do you want? Well, sorry. I'm being the reason why I got distracted is I picked up my phone to start reading some luxurious news that's been submitted via Tasha Bella, the head of research, the love of my life, and is just generally. But then because it's my birthday tomorrow, I was got a vast quantity of people sending me kind of things that are happening this afternoon and evening times, and I got frightfully confused for a second. Frightfully confused. So,
well, happy birthday for tomorrow, Lee.
Oh, thanks, man.
You're not saying that because it's Big Voice Jay's birthday. I'm sorry.
No, I just thought I'd mention it first.
Okay.
Instead of him. Because he's always like, oh, it's my birthday too. It's like, oh, whatever.
It's really Big Voice Jay's birthday as well.
Exactly. But if anyone wants to, buy me a pint.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah.
Larger
Ben.
quantities are also available.
I recommend buying Lee a pint.
Oh, thanks, Ben. You're going to buy me a pint? Oh, I'd see what you did there.
No, I know. I'm recommending other people.
See, hear that, Tory? For a second there, it sounded like Ben was going to open his flaming wallet for a second. And then,
how would you know what that sounds like?
Other people should buy Lee a pint. Yeah.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, McCord.
Yeah. So if you want to send it via PayPal because it's easier than the way you would need to do it via Scout Pay. No, mainly because it hasn't been set up for that. It's been set up for stores and people's show, like stuff, actual selling of things instead of like, just send it via my email. We're not that sort of Cash App rubbish, yeah? So if you wanna send it via PayPal, it's Lee, isn't it? Lee at dirtyboxers.net. If you just send it as that as the recipient, it will come through. LEIGH, Lee at dirtyboxers.net. Thank you. I appreciate all vast quantities of alcoholic donations. They're very lovely indeed.
He does appreciate the pints, yes.
Oh, definitely we do. So we have much coming in from Tasha Bella.
Oh my.
Oh yes. This sounds fascinating from the New York Post as the first thing that came to mind, mainly because Australia was in the title.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yes. And quite frankly, I hear much is going on in Australia at the moment. Ben was telling me things that I wasn't really paying attention to. What sort of things are going on in Australia right now?
And can I just point out, it's a bit ironic that Down Under's in the headline.
I know. Shocking, isn't it? Especially on New York Post. It's like they know where it is on the map. What?
Well, I'm just saying that the headline's always at the top, but Down Under's at the bottom.
How frightfully odd. So go on then, Ben. What's going on? Because go on.
All right. Well, I guess you could call them a citizen journalist, independent type, YouTuber type.
Karen.
Is a good dude. Yeah. He's had
Dude,
had
is his name
of them
Ben?
Star.
Is his name Ben?
No.
Oh, sorry.
No.
No, his
No,
name's
he's-
Splinter 701. It's completely unrelated.
His name is Jordan Shanks or Friendly Geordies.
He shanks people. What?
No, his name is Jordan Shanks.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Is that his porn name or?
No, that's his real name.
He was
somehow.
inflicted
Yeah.
by that. Oh, no. All right, okay.
I mean, it could be a fake name. I have no idea.
Mm.
Yeah.
I fear we've digressed. Please continue.
Anyway, yeah, he runs a YouTube channel called Friendly Geordies, and he covers Australian politics. He does a lot of comedy, that sort of thing.
Right.
But his chief thing seems to be kind of fighting against corruption in his particular state, New South Wales, on the other side of the country from me.
So you're saying he was found dead this morning?
So this is not
Not yet.
not yet. This is not Queensland then, one of our favourite places that you still
this
won't
is the
go.
one that's just south of Queensland.
Okay.
Yeah.
New South Wales, which is north.
No, New South Wales is south of Queensland.
Yeah,
They're
but it's
kind in the
north of
middle-
other
in the middle
places,
of the
though.
east. They're in the middle of the east. Not the Middle East.
I
but the
prefer
middle of the
Old
east of
North
Australia.
Queens because
Yeah. It makes much more sense. Anyway, go on,
Yeah.
please continue.
Anyway, the
Did he
he's
just
been,
hold on, Tory? Did he sigh at us then for a second in his anyway before I was rudely interrupted?
as I were saying,
Exactly.
As I was saying, yes, that's what I'm saying. As I was saying, yeah. He's been kind of going after the deputy premier of New South Wales. His
Hold
name
on.
is,
So the deputy.
John
so
Barrow.
they're both single.
So hold on.
No, I don't believe so.
Hold on for a second. So you've got a prime minister in the what? How does that work?
He's going after state politicians.
Okay, but why would they be called primary if they're not the prime minister?
Well, they're called the premier.
Oh,
because
sorry.
They're the leader of the state,
Ah.
not the leader of the country.
Not the leader of the pack, but leader.
So it'd be like a governor in the United States.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Or Matt Hancock over here.
But it's like a
Sorry, too soon.
because it's it's sort of the parliamentary system doesn't really have like a separate executive branch. I think they have, everything's in. So the leader of the parliament is like the governor, basically. I guess that's similar to your state legislature there, but
We have a state executive.
yeah.
We have a Matt
yeah,
Hancock.
Legislative.
The executive, I guess, of the state here would just be the leader of the parliament.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair dude.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, so the deputy.
It's
deputy premier-
streamlining the process a bit, but it's still elected.
I think so. Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely elected. Now, in any case,
you don't sound
He
very
said he said elected.
He didn't sound very convinced by that statement, though, did he? It's like, oh yeah, they're definitely
They're
elected.
definitely counting all the
yeah.
votes.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, in any case, he is the guy's name is John Barilaro, and he's been shown to be quite corrupt. So he engages in pork barreling. He even jokingly refers to himself as Pork Barilaro.
Pork barrel. Now, what is it? So you push a pig down a hill?
No, that's where you get more money for your own district for no reason whatsoever.
My idea sounds better.
Yeah, I know. I think it does too.
You see, the thing is, hold on. So
yeah.
there's a tradition over here, in one like little village, some point when they were drunk out their asses, and they were like, "Oh, we'll roll a cheese down the hill, and then you have to run down this steep hill to catch the cheese. Whoever catches the cheese wins." But no one mentions the fact that you're going to break an arm or a leg if you fall, or pop a hip or whatever down this really steep slope. What we should do is borrow that slope and roll a pig down it. So it's kind of similar, and call it pork barreling.
That's not a bad idea.
I thought so. And then
maybe instead of a pig, we get like a barrel full of pork, so we don't cause some motion sickness.
Yeah, that's
But where's
true.
the fun in that?
I
Because
hear
if there's
pigs are
motions,
quite sensitive.
all right, fine.
You can have a big gravy festival as a celebration.
How are you going to roll that down the hill?
Gravy?
Yeah.
I think you're gonna have to put it in a barrel.
Oh, you and your bloody pieces of wood all over the place, you dirty swine.
Well, if you put it directly on the ground, it's gonna get all dirty, as Tory was saying.
Fine.
Yeah, I mean, I said that. Thanks for listening.
Fine.
Anyway. Now, what had happened was there's been a lot of accusations of corruption.
But how?
So John
why would
Barilaro-
he? But why would it be? Surely him getting money for his area is what he's supposed to be doing.
Yes, kind of, but there is a bit of a limit to that. Like in his case, he's also been engaged in selling of the water in the state to various companies. So they've got a river over there. As you know, in Australia, water is quite scarce.
I mean,
Really?
you could say Napoleon only wanted more for his area.
No,
Yeah,
hold on. No. Water is not scarce. I've seen a map. Most of you live around the outskirts near the ocean, so it's not exactly scarce.
Fresh water, though.
Ah,
fresh water is scarce.
Next, you
Yeah, I
want
guess
things
so.
that don't kill you down there. Fine, be like
Yeah, that's right. And what happens is there's a river flowing through New South Wales and Victoria called the Murray-Darling.
Oh, darling.
And yes, that's
oh,
right.
darling. Lovely darling. Oh, what darling.
It feeds all the farms in that area, but some of the people in this area have been engaged in kind of I'm not sure even how to describe how to like if there's a name for it, but what they do is they siphon water off the river and they store it in like storage areas on their properties.
This sounds like the plot of a James Bond film on when it's one of their off movies.
Yeah,
Quantum of Solace,
and
wasn't it?
And then when they get enough payment, then they release the water back into the river.
Oh, one of my favorite things, Tory, is that those really kind of black and white old films that were based around the wartime. Is where they're like the man always has to go off to war and the woman doesn't want them to go, and it's like, what about the children and all that kind of stuff. And like, there's always a scene where it's like, I've got to go to war, darling. Oh, please don't go, darling. Please don't go. And I was like, yes, darling, I have to go, darling. And even though I'm listening to like almost journalism coming from Ben's face there, that's all I've got going in my head right now.
The fact that the river is called the Murray-Darling.
Exactly. I was like, please don't go, darling. Don't go to the war. I've got to go to the war, darling. I've got to go and fight for the Queen and country, darling. And it's like, what about us, Daddy? Please don't go, Daddy. I'm sorry, darling.
Think of
any
the
case,
children's
there
hydration.
are big international corporations that own this those properties and they collect this water and sell it back to the government. And
cheeky.
Yeah, the corruption is basically to allow them to do that. So they get money, the government gets donations from them, and that's kind of it.
Okay.
And that's just one example. There's others as well.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's just one example of.
So it sounds like you guys can't be trusted by yourselves, and so we should control you more.
That's well,
that's how I'm hearing.
Level, yeah,
that's what I'm hearing. Queen Liz has to kind of like come down and beat you up to get you back in line. You
look, that might be a solution.
Cowards, yeah.
Hold on, Lee. I think you're burying the lead here. We found out where Dasani is from.
I'm sorry. Go on. Yes.
Who's Dasani?
It's Coke's bottled water.
Yeah, it's not allowed to be produced in any country outside of America because it is literally tap water, and because it's not, they consider it like they try and sell it as mineral water, but it's not. It's just straight out the tap, and it's banned here and it's banned down with you and anywhere else. But in America, somehow it's allowed to be sold still.
Interesting.
And it's actually got salt in it to make you more thirsty, so you want to buy even more water of their water. Yeah, it's a great.
That sounds extremely effective.
That sounds extremely Coca-Cola, if you ask.
You can both hydrate yourself and dehydrate yourself in all the same action.
You've got to have hydration to be dehydrated.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Stop salting yourself.
Yeah.
And the best part is that it is the only water that you can get in certain places, because obviously Coca-Cola, like places like
Well,
Disney
they
World,
don't compete.
there's no non-compete license, so you have to
Yeah.
have, that's the only water available unless you drink the crap stuff out the fountains, which supposedly, which I can't remember, tastes absolutely revolting in Disney World
Ugh.
because of the way it's
Yes,
cycled. and
yes, it tastes like Dasani.
stuff. Yes. But anyway, I feel like we've digressed. So
I think so.
So this bloke has been a what exactly? He's announced this. He's made it
Yeah,
people's.
so he's been working on exposing that and some other things as well.
Mm.
In any case, he was sued for defamation by this politician.
Why?
John
Why would he be defamated by if this was factual information with I don't know, journalism type paperwork?
I think it's because most of the media is kind of in his party's pocket over here, and he's not. So the independent journalist, Friendly Jordy's Jordan Shanks, he's not in their pocket.
It sounds like a very nasty
Yeah.
place to be. This pocket.
Yeah, that's right.
It doesn't sound like
it's
Windows
even
at all.
nastier out of it, apparently.
Oh really?
Yeah. So then what happened? So there was a lawsuit. Now they were served the papers. They read the papers. The papers had errors on them, like addresses were not correct, that sort of thing.
You're basically
Legal documents.
legal
yeah. You see,
101.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they tried to they tried to return the papers. What happened is an employee of Friendly Geordies, he approached John Barilaro on the street, just as John Barilaro was about to get into his car.
Right.
He said, "Hey, you're suing my boss. Why are you suing my boss here? And we want to hand these papers back to you." Something like that.
Right.
There's a full video around somewhere,
Uh-huh.
but I understand that he was attempting to sort of get his attention to have a bit of a discussion about that, and he was filming it at the same time because I guess he figured, he wouldn't get a good response from him. So
Uh-huh.
he just thought, yeah. And anyway, so John Barilaro just drives off.
Right.
The next day, a group of plainclothes policemen come around and arrest that guy, the
work guy, yes.
the employee of Friendly Geordies.
Mm.
And they've got him on the ground and they're cuffing him,
Well, he clearly tried to attack that man with those papers.
Yeah, that's right. So he's charged with like harassment and stuff. Yeah.
Harassment and stuff.
Yeah. And they've got like the secret counter-terrorist police force on it.
Hold what? Hold up. So
they like this John Barilaro guy managed to call in like the counter-terrorism police
to arrest a guy on harassment.
I didn't even know y'all had a Gitmo.
Right. Yeah,
that's insanity.
Yeah, I know.
And this is all like no one's picking this up apart from like mainstream media kind of talking about it, or
it's mainstream has been a little bit of coverage, but not much. They don't really like this guy, the Friendly Geordies guy.
Well, obviously not.
No.
Well, he's because he's got his own video footage apparently that they don't have access to.
That's crazy.
And yeah, so and also they kicked this guy's dog. They nearly hurt his mum as well. And his dad's like, "That you can't just arrest us. You can't just come into our home and arrest us. This is Australia." And
that's when he was arrested.
Yeah, that's when he was arrested. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, wow. And then he was released on bail after a certain amount of time, under the condition that he not mention the deputy premier's name in any context. As one of the conditions of his bail, he's not allowed to talk about the deputy premier.
It's the fabled "keep my name out your mouth" clause.
Yeah, that's right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have free speech there, right?
No.
Not really. No. No, not like not sort of enshrined as some sort of initial amendment
in
to
principle.
a constitution or anything.
Yeah.
Not in any enforceable way.
Yeah.
I don't think but most of the time you don't need to enforce it
No,
because
that's
it is
right.
just
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
just
if
no.
you're not causing problems for the people in charge, then they don't care what you're saying.
Exactly, but to go to defamation when it's like you're reporting if the facts are true.
Well, I mean, so the defamation case isn't the big deal.
No,
honestly.
I appreciate that. Yeah, but I mean,
but the
that's where
issue
it
is him
started.
getting arrested for trying to get these papers sorted out properly and just to talk with the person that he's being sued by.
Wow,
that's the issue here. Yeah.
Wow, that is that's crazy.
I mean, there's a couple of clips I put in the chat there. One of them's from a politician in Parliament talking about it. It's the first one. He does a summary of the situation a bit more eloquently than I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, why didn't we just listen to him instead of all that mumbling?
Well, I thought you wanted to hear me.
It's not all about you.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Ben. What chat? You haven't put it in the YouTube chat. You've put it in our chat.
No, I put it in the Dirty Boxes Reborn DigiRap chat.
Yeah, big back end chat. Put it in the YouTube chat. Let them play with it.
All right, mate. All right.
No, it means that he has to go to the YouTube page now, doesn't it? Yeah.
No, I'm on the YouTube page.
Nuh-uh.
I'm just gotta,
Copy and paste.
Switch. Yeah, there you go. I put
Dear,
the YouTube
oh
link
dear.
in.
And speaking of the YouTube page, we're up to 3,938 ads.
Beautiful. Wow. So now we've got an update on Aussie Plays, Kiwiland, whatever else down there going happening. So this surprises me because you seem to have a lot going on down there at the moment, and yet still sperm eggs need not reply. It says here on New York Post, Australian researchers grow embryos from skin cells. How fascinating is that? Drunken Australians are making babies from skin.
Wow,
that's
very talented of us.
That is very talented. That is the ultimate in wank banking I've heard for. That is the ultimate case, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lesbians and third wave feminists go wild for this. This is lovely. But it's just fascinating.
Maybe they found the nation's oldest Kleenex.
Well, maybe. Or they're involving, maybe they could have used a pig down a hill in a barrel. They could have done that. I don't know. See what happens. Scientists have created a human, not just any embryo, a human embryo without sperm or an egg for the first time that has ever been done. Now, I've always wondered about this sort of thing.
Can they make a chicken without an egg?
Well, there was always a time when maybe there was.
Because that would certainly change that whole question of which came first. Screw off, egg. We have chicken.
Exactly. We don't need you anymore. But I've always wondered this sort of where would you draw the line on this kind of thing? Because obviously it's all well and good creating the embryo, but are they allowed to then grow the embryo? At what point do you then discard the embryo because you can't then does
the embryo get a vote?
Exactly.
And
can the embryo be forced to fight against other armies of other countries
or
embryos
or other embryos? Now there's a sport.
Can we divide the embryo up for parts?
Now that is, in fact, that's blatantly where it's going. But let's find out. So, here we go. This makes more sense now, Ben. Makes much more sense. An international team. There we go. So it's not just Australians.
That could describe us.
Well, yes.
If we had jerseys.
Yeah, but it isn't just Australians, is it? So it's like, there are adults around instead of just letting the Aussies do their own thing, which could probably lend it, some drunken, crazy thing sponsored by a barbecue.
Immigration.
Cooked by Sheila. Now, so an American team Not that I'm racist, Bruce is around somewhere as well. Led by researchers from Université in Melbourne, Australia, successfully. There was no.
Well, first they did one thing, then they did.
Yeah, exactly. Who knew that screwing wasn't involved in this? Well, it says it in the headline, but anyway. So successfully.
Not the intern.
Grew. Nor is it Matt Hancock involved. Early human embryos from the skin cells of an adult's arm. Where there you go, an adult's arm. They obviously took it when wouldn't it be interesting if they because surely skin cells would be on every needle that is going into this vaccination, isn't it?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, so we could just make a vast quantity of humans from all these needles from around the world, from these into these embryos now, can't we? We could make a whole new human race.
Well, when you say we, you mean people that are part of the team.
Yeah. The international team. Options. We're giving them options here, and the Australians are almost as drunk enough to be able to do it as well. Not that they're alcoholics or anything.
We'd never be.
No, exactly. That sounded so convincing. You've been practicing, haven't you? You've been good. Yeah. In fact, talking about alcoholics, we haven't heard from Nubin for a while. Is he so bad?
He's probably sleeping off the shame of the 3 John's Law.
Yeah, that'll do that too. Yeah.
Exactly. Dear oh dear. That was a beautiful car crash. I loved every minute of it.
That was a roller coaster crash because it kept happening.
It was just the innocence of it as well when it happened. It was just so beautiful. It's like, brilliant. Here is a quote from somebody. Bunny Floppy Floppy is, it will allow us to study the early days of human development without using human embryos, and it will allow us to study many cases of infidelity, and, for example, why many miscarriages happen within the first 2 weeks of pregnancy. Led a researcher, blah blah blah, Australia's ABC, whatever, blah 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 blah. Anyway, yeah. So when placed in a dish, the model embryos are called iblastroids.
I thought you said sperm wasn't involved in this.
And that's what I'm thinking. It's like what blast? It's like a little I, almost like iMac. Little I, big B, blastoids, all one word. Attached. That's like 20 years out of date now, isn't it? People going I this, I that, I life, iMac, iPod, iPhone.
I prefer e-blastoids.
Yeah, exactly. It rolls off the tongue a little bit better. But then saying that, e-machines were close enough, were early to that thing, and they may have.
What the hell were e-machines?
Email.
Yeah, they were. E-machines were was it Compaq, HP Compaq, one of them? It was like a cheap brand of desktop in America. E-machines. Yeah.
Super cheap.
Yeah.
Not good.
No.
Not good.
Someone sounds burned by that. So.
Not personally.
No.
But if you've ever had to fix one for someone, you know where the hammer is.
I've never heard of an e-machine before.
There you go. It's all one word.
There's a reason for that. They didn't make it global.
They didn't go very far. So IVF experts are likely to be among those most eager to learn more about this discovery, which is all very exciting and stuff. But it's like, if it's just based on skin cells by one human, surely this is more clone than embryo scenario, isn't it?
Yeah, no, this whole thing sounds dodgy.
Maybe we could
Well, it is Australian.
trademark the term climbryo.
Really?
Part clone, part embryo. Climbryo.
Climbryo.
I got. Be careful on the table there. I got a plate of climbryos laying out to dry. Gonna do a bit of research later.
We've got to do some research on that, but I'm sure. In fact, Digital Rhapsody is happy to trademark that right here, right now. We've trademarked
Can
it.
we
There
make
we go.
sure Climbrio.com.
Oh, let me just go to Mini
We got the .net.
everyone's got the .net. So let me just go to miniblast.com. Let's find out here. Doo domains. Let's go to get a domain. There we go. Very nice indeed. Now, how are we spelling it again?
I would what was CLEMBRYO, I would say.
BRYO, did you say?
Yes.
Climbrio. Lovely. Let's have a see.
Climbrio.
Let's see if this is available. Doobly-doo. It's just searching. Oh, yes. Climbrio.com is available for us. It's very nice indeed. Let's add to the cart there. And and let's have a look at it. Let's go to the cart.
What a surprise.
Here. What do you mean, what a surprise? Let's just add to the cart. We have no thanks. We don't need full domain privacy, but it is available if you wish, that sort of thing. Oh, it's loading there. And no, I don't want try this domain123.com. Thank you. I'd delete that. Thank you very much. But I have used the promo code DIRTY at the bottom there, and I've saved myself 15% off. Unlike Ben's one, which...
You only get 10.
You only get 10, and it'll be rubbish. And he still hasn't promoted us, so quite frankly, screw him. Anyway, so
You don't know that.
Oh no, you spelt it wrong.
yeah. Don't I know that, Ben? So this is coming from Newsweek.com. So a man loses inheritance from wife after living with a woman following her death. Now, this doesn't sound very nice at all. Surely, is this because he was a bit of a woolly woofter or something? I don't know, but this is frightfully rude. Yeah, that was a bit low. Let me just get that. Let me get that fader out there. There we go. That'll do. Screw it. So a man has been ordered to hand over all of the assets he inherited from his late wife after a court ruled that he broke the stipulations of her will by living with another woman following her death. Wow. Already.
She sounds kind of clingy.
Yeah, do you think? Just a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a shocking revelation. Eh?
Sounds kind of haunty.
Yeah. So the man from the city of who cares? It's in northwest Spain. That's all we need to know. It's over there, far off dusty place. Signed a will with his wife in 1975 that stated he wouldn't be entitled to her inheritance if after she died he married another woman or engaged in coexistence. Bunny floppy ears. A stable relationship similar to marriage.
This is classic schoolboy error, and I know that the programmer and you guys will definitely identify with order of operations.
Yes, this is fun.
Let me explain this to the youngsters out there that need to know this. She dies, you get the inheritance,
Yep.
You sell it all off, you move it into an account that she's not associated with, and then you get married.
That's one option, definitely. The other option is don't get into a... Why is he signing her will?
Yeah, that's weird.
That's the first thing that's weird. Secondly, way more importantly than any of this, who was
why did his girlfriend have to sign it also?
But more importantly, and I appreciate here in the United Kingdom, there is nothing to do with the whole inheritance thing is automatic. If you're in a married relationship, or civil partnership, whatever, everything goes automatically to your partner. So the house, the bank accounts, everything. That unless it's there are stipulations in the will otherwise, but it all goes into the. You see what I mean? So for her to have any control, especially where death do us part, seems a little bit strong. Seems a little strong to me that she still has. Yeah, it's a bit rude. It's just another example.
Too bad for him he wasn't a bisexual, otherwise he could have probably got away with it.
He probably could have. Yeah, exactly. So, no, but it just says coexistence.
You sure it's not cohabitation?
Like the bumper sticker?
No, it's specifically coexistence, a stable relationship.
So you can't coexist with women? Is
Does
this
that?
what they're saying?
Stable relationship. What if you break up every week?
Well, what if? Yeah, that's another option. Or what if it was just
send her out on a Sunday?
What happens if you just want to rent out the back bedroom to a lodger? That's technically that's coexisting in the same house.
Well, he's coexisting on the same planet with lots of women.
Exactly.
What if he doesn't plan to commit to the relationship? He's just using her.
So, although the man started living with another woman from the late 80s, let's just double check the watch there. Yeah, it's been a while. He didn't marry her. So far, so good. And he wasn't. He was not living with her at the time. Okay.
This guy's knocking it out the park.
Okay, so. Oh, hold on. I've skipped something because it started talking about Spanish stuff. Hold on. So, although the man started living with another woman from the late 80s, he did not marry her. His wife died in 1996, and he was not living with her at the time. Ah, right.
I was about to say, he started dating 10 years before his wife died.
Well, that's convenient, isn't it? It's frightfully. After discovering the man's living arrangements, the sister of the late trust a woman to get involved.
Oh, no.
Always
This is why you can't coexist with her.
This is...
Follow the money.
This is why we can't have nice things, because she knows she's getting the money.
This is the problem with the coexistence.
This is it. So the wife took legal action in the courts, claiming that he had broken the rules of the will by living with another partner for a sustained period of time, a setup that equated to a marriage in practice.
Sounds to me like instead of signing a will, he signed a won't.
So, following years of legal battles, the court ruled in the favor of the former wife's sister, forcing the man to hand over all of his assets from the will to his sister-in-law and her other siblings. Wow. The judge said in the ruling that the relationship between the man and his second partner constituted something similar to a marriage, and claimed that the partner's feelings went the pair's feelings, bunny floppy floppy ears, beyond the affection linked to a friendship or kin. End of bunny floppy floppy ears. Wow.
So hand jobs.
The man told the court that he and his second woman were cousins, a claim that the court wasn't able to verify, but he wrote in an obituary for her after she died in 2016 that he was her husband. Uh-oh. So not only... Okay, let's get this right. Okay. So, first wife dies in 1996. Second wife, bunny floppy floppy ears, dies in 2016. In that obituary, he calls himself her husband, even though legally it's not. No marriage and all that kind of stuff. While you do that, while the ex-sister-in-law is still suing you over the years to try and get the assets from the first wife back for her and her siblings. This is a kerfuffle. Trust the Spanish to get into this sort of kerfuffle. They don't do much, but when they do it well.
Filthy Spaniards.
What?
Is that what we're going for here?
No, we're not.
We're saying?
No. They're just lazy swines because they have, and then when because they only work half a day and then sleep and then siestas and then back to work for a bit longer until they get bored.
That sounds like a good way to live.
It is a good way to live, but I'm just saying it's just a little bit different and lazy and and chilling out and stuff and not very productive and
Sounds all right.
It does sound all right, actually. Now you say I'm selling it to myself, actually. Let's see if the it's been a while since we've looked into the Dirty Boxes retreat, isn't it? Let's find out if Spain is a good place to go. Yeah,
I still like Portugal's drug and prostitution laws.
we know. All you wanted
For the record,
you just want a hat. All right,
I'm gonna have a hat.
you're gonna. I know you're having a hat. That's all you've asked for is a nice hat, and you're gonna
It's
get. Yeah,
the hat that makes it.
yeah. You never mentioned about Portugal and all that malarkey. You specifically wanted a hat. We're getting you a
Dude,
hat.
I wanted a Portuguese. hat.
No. This is news to us, Ben, isn't it? This is news to us. You should have been more specific.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm sure I must have mentioned it sometime.
No. No, I'm afraid.
We'll have to re-listen to all the episodes to know for sure.
Yeah, go and sue us and see what happens. He also buried his second wife in a grave described as the family property.
And boy, are his arms tired.
Well,
there should be a bit of sympathy for him, I reckon.
I reckon, even though there was 20 years difference, it is 20 years between the deaths of wives.
I mean, he's practically lost all of his dating skills.
Exactly. With the tombstone engraved memory of your husband, daughters, and grandchildren. So, oh dear. He's not doing a good job. He should have thought this through. Similarly, the sister-in-law is obviously a bitch.
She might want to get a job.
Yeah. Well, she's got the money. Who cares at this point?
After 20 years, you still need the money.
Yeah. The man claimed to the court that he described himself as the woman's husband in her obituary because it seemed very cold to him to put a cousin, and the closest thing to the deceased that occurred to him was a husband, according to the court documents. Can you smell that? It smells a bit of a BS there. It smells... Yeah, definitely a slight sniffage there.
He didn't want to be listed in the paper as her main squeeze.
However, the judge said that the appearance of the pair being married was also corroborated by witnesses who testified at the request of the plaintiff. The siblings of the man's wife will now be entitled to split the inheritance between them. Wow. But the man can appeal the ruling to go to the Supreme Court. So we'll see what happens if he appeals. But bloody hell. It's like, you're really not letting him, anything go by here, are you? Crazy shenanigans going on there. Absolute crazy shenanigans. Don't like it.
Yeah, it sounds, doesn't sound good.
It doesn't sound good at all, does it?
Yeah, like, what? I don't know how is someone so vindictive, like, after they've died?
Exactly.
What sort of disparity is there between the economic state of sisters in Spain? Was she the rich sister, or did she just get mom's earrings and then it was finally 20 years later my chance to snatch them up? Because that other bitch isn't wearing them.
Well, if that's the case, I'm surprised they're not digging them up. If she's buried with anything shiny, I want it back.
She'll make him dig them up because he buried them.
Oh dear.
Maybe that's what the whole beef is. He's I got to rest. I'm tired. Dig them up.
But surely, if it doesn't say, obviously, but even if, I'm assuming that there are no children from the first marriage around. It doesn't sound like anything from the second marriage. So
sound like there wasn't a lot of love in the marriage.
Yeah, but I mean, it just seems very odd that the sister-in-law isn't trying to, even if there were kids from the first marriage, not protect them in any way, shape, or form, or keep them involved or something. It just seems out of spite more or anything, doesn't it?
Well, at this point, the kids would be what? They've grown 20 years since the divorce.
Or the death, as some people may have
the death's pretty divorcey.
Yes, there's definitely something in at the end there, isn't it? But,
It's right. It says right there, Do us part.
It definitely does that, yeah. But that still sounds clingy to me. It's just beyond clingy. Anyway, so I would like to say thank you to somebody who wants to stay anonymous for making a small birthday drink donation to my PayPal account. Thank you so much indeed. I appreciate it immensely. Thank you so much. I shall get frightfully tipsy on that this evening. Don't you worry. Thank you very much.
And if you want to send Lee a drink, send it to lee@dirtyboxers.net on PayPal.
Yes, please. That'd be nice. You know, you don't have to, obviously, and most of you ain't. But
We've noticed most of you realize you don't have to.
no, exactly. So it's just nice. Thank you very much indeed for those who are.
See, I'm glad someone took my advice. You know that they should do that.
Yeah, it wasn't you, Ben, was it?
Thanks, Ben.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ben.
So
No, I'm sure it was only because of my urging.
yeah, is that what we're calling it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So well, because
First time for everything.
How you know it's amazing how quickly you've jogged so quickly to your wallet there just to ensure that one of your bestest pals can have a good pint tonight. Don't worry about it, Ben. That's fine. Don't you?
Yeah.
You're well done, man. You know. So updates. It's been a while. So very quickly, how's the Tinder going, Benjamino? Is it going any good?
It's been going quite well actually.
Yes.
So I kind of I decided to expand my horizons a bit.
Oh.
Tinder, I barely knew her.
Yeah.
So are we finally going equal opportunist now? Are we?
What? No. No, I decided to use a different dating app.
Oh, Grinder.
He's allowing more races now, I think.
Okay.
Called Bumble.
Bumble.
It reminded him of Mumble.
Yeah. His favorite rubbish. Yeah. Could you set up your own server for that? Was it, or was it?
No. It's like the same as Tinder, basically.
Ah.
But I don't know. It seemed to work better.
But Bumble is a synonym for fumbling over here.
Yeah, I know, right? But then it seemed to work out.
No, has it now?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Interesting. So
put the bum back in Bumble.
We'll see by next weekend. Yeah. I met up with a very nice lady. It's good.
Yes.
Is she aware that you podcast?
No.
Keep it that way.
No one, almost no one is.
Yeah.
Keep that way.
Yeah, that's what I've learned as well. Yes. So by any chance, so yes, so you've met her. Yes. Does she know that you won't be buying any drinks apart from water? Does she know this? Does she know that you?
I mean, she'll find out eventually.
He's saving that surprise for the first
yeah.
time she shows up thirsty.
Right. Yeah.
Fun.
You thirsty? I'll get you a glass of water from the tap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, I bought you a Camelback.
In fact, I've just brought my own bottle of water from home. If you want to, take a cap full of this, that'd be lovely.
Yeah.
Not all of it, dear, please.
Oh, well, I need some of it for later.
Exactly.
What you don't want, spit back in my mouth.
Oh.
I don't know if I'd go that far. But yeah.
Well, options.
Well, date number 2, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, maybe.
Unless you want to do a Matt Hancock and wear PPE during the snog.
No,
he didn't either. No, that's why he's in trouble.
I don't think I need that sort of thing. But then I'm not demanding that other people wear it either.
Aren't you?
I usually encourage them to not wear
You
PPE.
dirty bastard.
Yeah.
Leave your PPE at the door.
You down with PPE? Hell no, not me.
Bow, chicka, wow, wow. Oh, there must be PPE porn by now. Surely, there's got to be.
No.
Have you noticed
seeing PPE in real life?
Have you noticed that more people are wearing masks on dating apps?
Yeah.
It's like
there's people you swipe left on.
It's usually people with very pretty eyes.
Oh yeah, neither here nor there. It's just the fact that it's like, surely this is not a blind date app. This is a this is an app.
Yeah,
know.
no, you'll see it on like Twitter and stuff as well. People wearing masks in their Twitter profile pictures.
It's just
Like,
bizarre.
yeah, it really is. Yeah.
It's like as if they're trying to not get the lurgy from the pixels now. It's just like, hello, this is not quite how awkward.
Now that we're past the lockdown over here, essentially, I'd say most of my profile pictures are just pictures of me holding things that block the lower half of my face.
Is that what we're saying?
Like a mug.
Uh-huh.
Covering my nose and mouth in the picture.
Uh-huh.
That's by design.
Uh-huh.
Or a picture I posted of me with a cupcake in front of my mouth and nose.
Uh-huh.
And then once they stopped the lockdown, I posted a picture of my ugly face.
Oh.
That's what you get.
Oh.
That's what happens when you shove me in a box for a year.
Yeah, thanks.
No, it was 2 weeks to stop the spread.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That's
yeah,
right.
To flatten the curve.
Yeah.
Yeah, flatten the curve. Yeah.
Which is very, very much, I think, fat shaming.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah.
I like my curves. I don't want them flat.
Well, surely that'd be too deep.
Flattening the curves is something left best to the Dukes of Hazzard, who also been known to straightening the curves and flattening the hills. But I mean, technically, flattening the curves is what Dukes of Hazzard did in the general. That's a TV history lesson for Benjamino, who was probably born after the last episode.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah,
So, overall, so this is going well. She's. You spoken to her on the phone?
Yeah, we met up this today. Yeah, so that was nice.
That's nice. Did you go anywhere nice?
And you weren't late for the show?
Yeah, well, we met up in the morning. Yeah.
Wow, how romantic and traditional.
Yeah.
So where'd you go?
Well, it was a place nearby me.
Oh,
Yeah.
so a park somewhere
Airport?
free.
No, it was a cafe.
You opened your wallet, Ben.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sir, the restroom is for patrons only.
Yeah.
Is that what the
I'm just waiting for somebody here.
Just waiting for a mate. Yeah.
So yeah, that's good to know. It's lovely.
Yeah.
And that went well. So what happened to the what you referred to as the cougar?
I haven't seen her in a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's productive. That's really
That's
I know.
very alibi-ish.
yeah. So do we like this one then? Did it go well?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. Have we spoken after? Have we been
Yeah,
flirting text messages?
Yeah, it's been good. We've just been kind of planning out the next thing to make next question go.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Did we get a little snuggeroo before a good idea? Or is it,
No, well, I don't know. It depends if you count like kiss on the cheek as that. Yeah.
well, hopefully you were within, obviously within 2 meter distancing.
What?
Peck of the
I
cheek.
was within 2 meters.
Oh dear.
Don't
Now,
fat shame.
were you within the 2 meters with a mask on, PPE, Ben, while you pecked her
No.
on the cheek?
No.
Through the tongue hole?
What?
You're
You're referring to her mouth?
Yeah, I think you call most mouths a tongue hole. I think that's not very racist to say.
outrageous, honestly. Some people.
Not all mouths.
Not all
and
tongues.
not all tongue holes.
Interesting. So you went within 2 meters.
Hashtag not all tongue holes is the takeaway for today's show, I think.
So let me get this right. So you went in within, which I'm assuming is against social distancing rules and regulations.
There are no social distancing rules.
What, in Australia? There's none.
Well, not where I am, anyway.
Wherever you travel, I'm assuming as well.
Yeah.
This never happens when you're around or where you go to. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's about right. Yeah.
Yeah, same with Matt Hancock, but that's something entirely different. Oh, dear, oh dear. So, yeah, this is good to know. Good to know. So you peck in the cheek. That's very lovely. Did you? Did
yeah, I
you?
thought it was nice. Yeah.
That was nice. That was good. And did we bring any? Well, I say bring. Did you steal flowers from the local graveyard or something that you could bring along?
No.
No. Oh, so empty-handed.
No, we didn't do flowers. No.
Oh, something maybe for what was the cemetery the wrong end of town, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah,
Okay.
so maybe next time I'll do the whole
inconvenient.
flower thing. Yeah.
It's inconveniently located at the dead end road.
Oh, that was a bad one.
I'll take the tumbleweed. For
Yeah,
that.
we're all thinking it. Let's just hold on. Let me just go over here and push. No, Windows, go away. Is it? Do you want to update? No, I don't want to update. I want to. Dear, oh dear.
Almost made it a whole show.
Almost. It's almost rude, isn't it? Really.
Take my ball and go home.
All right, Ben, calm down. Jeez. So,
What do you
yes.
What do you mean?
Nothing, dear. Nothing. It's fine.
Take my ball and go home.
Just the one. Okay. So basically, I've had enough. How about you guys? You had enough?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That's
I'm
good.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's been good.
Yeah, it's been nice, isn't it?
No need
Yeah.
to be greedy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Save some for next week
Really?
or the week after, whichever
Whatever
happens
comes first. Yeah, that would do. Some people,
Well,
honestly.
surely that'll be next week.
Tune in next week to find out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is getting far too technical, far too quickly.
Yeah.
Some people.
ClickGoTravel.com.
Yes, please.
And mini blahs.
Well, ignore the alleged material on there. But yeah, it works. Miniblast.com, yeah.
Promo code dirty.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing all right. We're picking up, Admittedly, I haven't done bugger all to any of them, but yeah. It's better than nothing.
That's good.
Yeah. But anyway, so I will. I'm hoping to go and going on adventures this week. Hopefully. And yes, I will. Hopefully as well.
Sounds fun.
Yes.
And
adventurous. Yes, and take some more photos and things. However, I may also take an opportunity to find out what's wrong with my laptop. Maybe some more RAM will come this week and make things better. But thank you very much, Ben, for being here this week.
No worries. Thank you.
Thank you, my aw. And thank you, Tory, for being here as well.
Cheers, Lee.
Cheers, man. And thank you, everybody, for being here. It's very lovely indeed. If Ben could go and check how new Bean is, that'd be very lovely, the drunkard. And
I'll see if I can get in contact with him at some point.
Thanks, yeah. And until next time, goodbye, dears. Goodbye.